TNA, we are wrestling.
Being a world champion to me means you reach the pinnacle of pro wrestling. It means you're the best in the world. It means you're the best in sports entertainment.
Being a world champion means that you're the best at that moment in time. Whether how long it lasts, whether it lasts a week or a year, you're a champion and no one can take that away from you.
It's a confirmation in everything that I believe, everything that I am, what I truly am. And it's the best in the world. It's the greatest wrestler in this industry.
Being a world champion in the wrestling industry means credibility. It means that your peers, the wrestling industry, they look at you as someone that can carry the ball, that can carry the company.
Being a world heavyweight champion is the be-all and end-all in professional wrestling.
Being a world champion is being me. Being a world champion is Samoa Joe.
There's nothing better than carrying that title around and knowing you're the best.
Man, it's great to be Kurt Angle. Hi, I'm Kurt Angle.
I just came back from Japan where I won yet another World Heavyweight Championship. I defeated Brock Lesnar via tap out, and now I am an 11-time World and Olympic champion. Kurt Angle, champion of
Hi, I'm
champions.
Kurt Angle, TNA champion and IWGP champion.
Kurt, I haven't respected you since the day you stepped in TNA.
Kurt Angle put
See, Kurt, it's comical. You see, I thought I was the only person that hated
Not
you.
Jeff
I'm
Jarrett.
relieved that I have company.
not Sting.
I don't understand why everybody hates me all of a sudden. Team 3D?
You've been bitching, moaning, and hiding behind your gold medal your whole life.
I mean, what did I do? Speak the truth? Proclaim what everybody already knows? That I'm the greatest wrestler alive and everyone in that locker room sucks?
Kurt Angle,
Hi, I'm Kurt Angle. I'm Kurt
champion
Angle. Oh my
Wait,
God.
piss on your gold medal and shove it up your you-know-what.
Team 3D and Samoa Joe, they want to threaten me? I mean, those guys couldn't even hold my jock, let alone be my tag team partner.
Tonight, Kurt, teammate, you will.
Kurt Angle, champion of champions.
Man, it's great to be Kurt Angle.
And now, TNA Wrestling presents Victory Road.
Tonight at Victory Road, TNA presents for the very first time the Match of Champions. It's the World Heavyweight Champion joining the X Division Champion to face the World Tag Team Champions with all three titles up for grabs.
The Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle will team up with longtime rival, the Samoan submission machine Samoa Joe, to meet Brother Ray and Brother Devon, Team 3D. Hit a champion and win his title. Someone is leaving Victory Road with 2 championship belts.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the opening contest live at TNA's Victory Road, an Ultimate X Gauntlet match where the winner becomes the #1 contender for the X Division Championship. Introducing the first competitor. He is the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels.
From Universal Orlando Resort, welcome to Victory Road, where we open with TNA's innovative, high-risk spectacle, Ultimate X with a special added twist. It's the Ultimate X Gauntlet.
And the second participant, from Elizabeth, New Jersey, Black Machismo, Jay Lethal.
In this matchup, first, 10 X Division stars to compete in the reverse battle royal where you're eliminated by being thrown over the top rope and down to the arena floor. Once all 10 men have entered, the wrestlers still eligible in the match may then attempt to take down the red X that hangs high above the ring. The first person to gain possession of the X wins the match and becomes the #1 contender to the X Division champion.
Mike, you mentioned Heck. High above the ring, as you see Christopher Daniels jumpstart this thing. Let me tell you something, I'm talking with the guys, and to get the reinforced structure, because you've got to have it. Whoa, what a back body drop that was. To have this, with that many guys possibly up there, vying to pull that X down, they had to use the elevation X structure, and think about it, it's about 2 feet higher, Mike, than normal.
It's the Fallen Angel, it's Black Machismo, both former X Division champions. We've already started that 60-second countdown clock. After every minute, another wrestler will enter the match. Talk about a contrasted experience. Jay Lethal's first Ultimate X match. Christopher Daniels has been in 4 previous Ultimate X's. Of course, Don, both men at the disadvantage right from the start, being the first 2 competitors in the match. To win it, they have to survive longer than the other 8.
Oh, you're so right, Mike. And another thing that you've got to do is you've got to last till all 10 men get in there. If for some reason you go over that top rope, hit the floor like you mentioned, you're out of the match. If you can hang in till all 10 men have been introduced, then you're in for the gold. You haven't got to bring that X down. So you've got so many things that you've got to concern yourself with while these guys are coming into the ring on minute intervals.
Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels hanging on for dear life with the introduction into this gauntlet matchup of Puma returning to TNA after an absence of over a year. He's been wrestling all over Canada as well as Europe and California specifically. 21 years of age, Puma returns to TNA in this Ultimate X Gauntlet.
Well, use the great advantage in a match like this. You haven't been around long enough to know how dangerous Ultimate X really is. You're still cocky at that age. You still think you can do anything. Well, let me tell you something. It's one of the situations, though, nice recovery, though, by Puma coming back and getting the spin kick.
Beautiful spin kick. Takes down Black Machismo, Jay Lethal, and all of a sudden the Fallen Angel is back in as well. Now the double team on Jay Lethal. Who's going to be next?
Whoa, nice double clothesline by Jay Lethal. And, here he comes. Listen to this crowd. One half of LAX Homicide.
You know, Homicide has been in Ultimate X before, but under different rules. It was a tag team Ultimate X with his partner Hernandez. Tonight here at Victory Road, Homicide is on his own.
One of the greatest Ultimate X's we've ever seen. I'll never forget Christopher Daniels leaping across from one side to the other to grab that belt that match. But I'll tell you, the experience of just being in one is so important and so vital to a match like this. And here's Homicide. Somebody, let me tell you, when you're a tag team champ, and when you're like he has been, but you always envy the X Division belt. You always envy the championship belt. You always want to prove your medal amongst those, and he's looking for this opportunity. Now, he better be very close, though, posing on those top ropes, because someone knocks him off. It's all over for him.
All 4 competitors still alive in the Ultimate X Gauntlet as the countdown clock signals the next competitor.
And here he is, the Guru, Sanjay Dutt, a man who's found a new inner peace, a man who has searched his soul, and he's going about life in a peaceful manner. Well, maybe you're going to need that peace, because when you get up top, it can be awful scary, but nice cross body block right up the top, huh?
Well, the Guru, Sanjay Dutt, he's been in Ultimate X one time before. That's got to give him the edge over the individuals who haven't. Oh, like Lethal and Puma, great spring back move, crashing down into Homicide from LAX.
Well, the thing about Sanjay Dutt, he loves to get on those ropes and do crazy things, but again, this is unlike anything he's ever done. If you get caught up top, you can get knocked out, but wow, look at that, he just lands right on the Fallen Angel.
Great springboard move by the Guru, Sanjay Dutt, crashing down across the chest of the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels. There goes Puma for the ride into the turnbuckle, but he got the boots up and caught Sanjay, the Guru, coming in.
Oh, nice move there by Puma. Nice kick by Puma as he just cracked Sanjay Dutt right on the top of the head. And here comes the Canadian Destroyer, another veteran of this match.
No question, Petey Williams, just like Daniels, the most experienced in Ultimate X. Petey has been in 4 previous matches, and he has hit the ring with incredible fire. Keep in mind, he's always got that Canadian Destroyer.
Oh, he got caught right there on a little unbelievable move, how he did 2 for the price of 1. He wants
Here it is. Gonna go for the Canadian Destroyer on the Fallen Angel.
Well, you had to watch out because Homicide saw it. What he was going to do that for is to take Daniels out of it, then he could just throw him over the top without any resistance. He's going to try the same thing, but Puma puts a stop to it.
Remember, we're still in the gauntlet phase of this match. Over the top rope, down to the arena floor, eliminates you. Then, once all 10 men are in, here it is!
He hits the Canadian Destroyer!
That's flip, pile driver, and the weakened Puma is tossed to the floor. He's been eliminated, number 1.
Petey Williams just got eliminated. Homicide came in right behind him.
2 eliminations.
That's why you gotta not be cocky if you see Shark Boy from the deep blue sea coming down here. He followed right up. He let Petey do the dirty work, get Puma over, and before he had a chance to react, he dunked Petey Williams over the top.
Nice drop kick as Shark Boy enters the ring. This is his first time ever in Ultimate X. The fan favorite here at the Impact Zone in Orlando, Florida, Don, really showing a great offensive burst from the split second he hit the ring.
Well, there he is, just trying to get the old middle edge right there. Is Christopher Daniels. Oh, and he comes right over and hits him right in the head and knocks him back down on his back.
Now, Shark Boy going to try and eliminate the Fallen Angel. You've got to give kudos here to both Daniels and Black Machismo, Jay Lethal. As every wrestler comes in, they're still survivors from the opening two.
Well, that's just it. They've got to survive. They've got to find a way to stay in it. It's so hard to do when you're the opening members. And it's just common sense. You've got to last longer than everybody else. But these guys are in such great shape. There comes a certain point, as we see, Elix Skipper returning into the ring. These guys are in such great shape that they can get it to an equal footing. They can take it. They got a chance.
We talked about the return of Puma earlier. Elix Skipper has not competed in TNA in over 8 months, dating back to December of last year. But yes, Prime Time gonna take Shark Boy and just back body dropped him over the top. That's elimination number 3. Elix Skipper has an immediate impact in this Ultimate X Gauntlet.
I'll tell you what though, he's gonna have a tough struggle. I don't know if you've noticed, but he's got that hand bandage. And I found out today he'd actually fractured it in 5 places. It was so important for him though. Got it sewn up, wrapped up, and he's out there, but that is gonna be hard to fight through that pain.
Oh, takes the Guru Sanjay Dutt, who's gonna try and skin the cat and come back in, but then the well-placed kick to the back of Sanjay Dutt. I think he caught him in the back of the head, eliminates him, and Don, that's 4 competitors who have been eliminated already.
Oh, you can see the shot right there by Elix Skipper on the Black Machismo, and here comes Kaz, and here's a guy, you talk about a guy whose star has been on the rise. He's gotten himself, I think, out of that Raven
finally
mental grasp that Raven had on him, and we know how athletic this guy is. We know how talented Kaz is.
Opportunity for his career to skyrocket. Once you break from Raven and Serotonin, look at Kaz hit that perfectly placed leg drop on Daniel. Kaz has been in 2 previous Ultimate X's, including the first ever Ultimate X back in August of 2003. Huge experience edge for him as well.
I remember one time he ended up coming down with the championship in an Ultimate X match. It was a dual one, but it was an exciting finish, and that's what you've got to learn to expect from any kind of an Ultimate X. It's the unexpected, because anything can happen. It's just such a way to showcase their athletic abilities.
We know who number 10 is going to be. It's going to be the Warrior Senshi to complete the gauntlet aspect of this match. And Don, once all 10 men are in, and you can see that's the go time. Now it's Ultimate X. It's climb the scaffold, which has been reinforced. Take down that Ultimate X. Take down the red X above the ring and become the number 1 contender to the X Division champ.
Senshi is so lucky to be able to be the 10th man. That means he couldn't get eliminated off the top rope there, but you can see him going right up. Chaos, smart move, trying to steal one, but Senshi saw it, used that speed, that just cat-like quickness he's got. Look at him up there as they're fighting it up on the tower.
He's got his own version of the Dragon Sleeper, the bite of the dragon, hooked in. He's got him hanging there from the truss, from the steel structure.
Oh, now look at Senshi. He's going to use that to his advantage to find himself going up the top. And I mean, it really and truly is a daunting feeling when you realize how high up they were. I'll never forget how nervous I was when I saw Rhino and AJ Styles up there. They're so high up. And then they've got to work themselves. Keep in mind their hands are going to be sweaty, and they've got to work themselves to try to pull that X down.
The Warrior Senshi climbs one side of the structure. Black Machismo, Jay Lethal taken down by primetime Elix Skipper. Huge advantage here for Senshi, who's halfway across the steel structure as you see the red X hanging above the ring.
Oh, and you can
my God!
Oh, he landed right on top of Christopher Daniels. Homicide just got enough to pull on that foot, and then the sweat already forming on the hands, and you can't hold on, Mike.
Homicide, knife edge chop that breaks the back of the Warrior Senshi. There goes the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels, up the structure as we go wide. Great camera shot here, showing the standing room only crowd here in Orlando, Florida, Victory Road.
Oh, Christopher Daniels, this is something that he's he feels is part of his birthright, that X Division Championship, something he's held so long. And now he's working his way across, but there's Kaz, and you can see once you get a hold of that foot, it's so hard to keep yourself up there, and you can't do it. It is a long drop.
And it sure was a long fall that time. Fallen Angel, you know, has won the Ultimate X 3 times.
That's right. I mean, he's somebody that just has that smartness and that fearlessness. I mean, he knows when to make the move. He knows when to play off, and that's what you've got to do. You've got to pick your spots, and when you see it, you've got to make a run at it quick.
Looks like Kaz is making good ground up one side of the structure. Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels, and Black Machismo, Jay Lethal as well, climb the truss.
Well, you can see now it's going to be a race if they get going towards the middle. Then you see Sid G, while Homicide and even Skipper are down. Look at this. Kaz making his way across. Sid G making his way. Lethal, they're all going to meet in the middle right here. Oh, my gosh.
Who's going to take it down? Who's going to take down the X and become the #1 contender?
Oh, you can see Skipper and Homicide, and you can see there that, all of them, they go down at the same time. Wow, Daniels came down first. It looked like he landed hard maybe on that leg. Gotta look at that. It's so hard to stay up there.
Wow. 4 men crash and burn as this crowd is just rocking Universal.
Well, they're seeing something special. They realize that. They know they're seeing something like what you don't ever get to see. And look at the spin kick by Kaz, followed by the one by Skipper.
You have to be impressed with Elix Skipper, Don, in his return here to TNA, eliminating 2 of the competitors and standing tall. Oh, man, until he was taken down by that big boot from Homicide in LAX.
Oh, but then Sid G comes right after that and cracks Homicide right on top of the head. But he better watch out, because the Black Machismo just leveled him, followed by Christopher Daniels.
You can't rest on your laurels here. You can't get really too confident because of the other 6 competitors, not all 6 of these men vying to be the #1 contender to the X Division champion. Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels, boy, he's got a huge edge right now. He's the only one climbing up the truss, and he's making his way across the structure.
Well, he better go quickly, because if you take your time, you can see he's trying a different approach this time. He's going to keep his legs from people from grabbing him. That's a smart move.
You're not kidding.
But the only problem is it takes you longer to climb across it, and Black Machismo's going right after him. Think about this. You got to sacrifice your body sometimes just to stop the other person from getting it.
Look at this. They'll make up the ground. Now he's going to try and knock Daniels down.
Look at Kaz is on top of the
Oh, God.
Oh, no. You can see, look at this. Oh, my God.
Did you see that diamond cutter?
Oh, man.
Did you see that diamond cutter?
Kaz takes it right from the head.
We gotta
see it.
Come on, guys, in the truck. Show us.
Oh, look at that shot.
Oh, God.
He just grabbed it perfectly. Man alive, we knew this was going to be. It's so much higher than they've ever seen it.
Add that one to the 2007 highlight reel.
Kaz, Homicide getting it. You know, this is one of those matches, if you can find a way to stay out of harm's way, wait till everybody's knocked out to make your run. Oh, but they're just...
That sounds good on paper, doesn't it?
It does.
Oftentimes doesn't work out so well on either the canvas or the steel structure. He just got drilled in Kazarian with that great kick in the back by Senshi.
Oh, the guy with the magical feet. He can do things that nobody else can do. Just absolutely can hit you out of nowhere. He's somebody that I figured, especially because he came in last, and with his cat-like quickness and just his ability to look at this, it's just something. Oh, Homicide able to get out of the way, though. Saw it coming. But you better watch out, because now here comes Lethal.
Well, that was going to be a great move, that cartwheel, but you're right, Homicide avoided it. Wait a minute. Fallen Angel going to try and take 3 men at one time here.
Look at this. Oh, man. Oh, Tower of Doom right there.
Triple suplex by the Fallen Angel, but the edge goes to Kaz.
Well, that's what I was talking about. Try to find a way where everybody gets knocked down.
There he goes. You see it now as Kaz has climbed up to the top with bodies down in the ring.
And look at Skipper. Skipper's going up the other side. They're going to get up top, and oh, no. This is not where you want to be. But there's not. Keep in mind, they don't have the catwalk up there that they had before. It's twice as dangerous. What are they thinking? What are they doing, Mike?
Elix Skipper and Kaz, both, what would you say, Don? 20 feet plus above the ring.
Look at Skipper. What is he trying to do? He's walking it. Oh man, these guys they're fearless. Oh no,
You're right, that really shows it. What a great shot. There is no platform. That's incredible agility to walk it. And then they look down, it's almost like, what the hell have we done?
Unbelievable, now they're stuck up there, and now they're trading blows. Oh man, that's just so dangerous. You better find a spot if you can to knock the other one out, and then you've got to scale down through that and grab that X and try to pull it through.
Skipper hanging on, as well as trying to mount an offense with some kicks. Elix Skipper and Kaz both high above the ring on top of the steel structure.
Oh, you can see right there, Skipper. Oh no, Skipper's down, barely holding on, but so's Kaz. Kaz has a chance.
They're so close. Can they tear down that X?
The problem is, you can see them both fighting it off. Oh no, they couldn't do it.
Both crash and burn.
Oh, they were so close to grabbing it. If one of them could have got a hold of it, it might have fell with them. But Mike, they couldn't do it. Let's see that again.
We take another look. Skipper and Kaz exchanging kicks. Both connect and both drop all the way to the arena, to the mat, down below.
Oh man, we're trout. And once you get up there and once you've fallen 2 or 3 times, it gets that much harder, Mike. That much harder to go back up there and nice counter. Nice counter there by
He was going to go for the Angel's wings. Fallen Angel tried to hit it. Here comes that combination move. Lethal combination by Black Machismo.
Oh, he hits it. Oh no, but you can see there's the sudden death by Elix Skipper as he just plants it right on the back of his head.
Out of nowhere, here comes Kaz, wave of the future.
Oh, Kaz, unbelievable, up to his feet. Again, he goes right after Homicide, who kicks him, and Homicide now going up to the top rope, but
in that precarious position, perched up on the top rope. Kaz connects with a kick. Homicide still hanging on up on that top rope.
Wait a minute.
What's he gonna do here?
Oh, wait a minute, he's not gonna try it, is he? Kaz going up top. Oh man, it is! He just hit the flux capacitor!
The one-man Spanish fly, the flux capacitor by Kaz as he drills Homicide from LAX right down the net. We take another look. Check this out.
This is what makes time travel possible, people. Look at there. As you see, the flux capacitor off the top rope. We haven't seen that in 3 years. Wow.
Fallen Angel takes Kaz and just did you see that? He shot it right through the ring rope and he went head first right into the truss, right into the steel structure. There's the opening that Daniels may need.
Oh, he's going to the other side now, but Jay Lethal coming right after him, trying to latch on to the shorts, and he does, and he throws him back in. Now this is a chance for the Black Machismo to regain that #1 contender spot.
The former X Division champion, Black Machismo Jay Lethal, making his way across the structure, but the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels, is making up ground. Look how close Lethal is.
Well, you can see right there, you can see Skipper's grabbing on, holding, doing whatever he can, and he pulls him down, and then a shot.
Here's the chance for the Fallen Angel. Daniels is close to taking down the X. Senshi just caught Black Machismo right in the face with the boot.
Look at that, Senshi and Skipper have taken, and look at this, it allows Daniels to get the belt. I mean, there it is. Christopher Daniels able to slide across and grab the X, and he's got it.
Gentlemen, your winner and the #1 contender for the TNA X Division Championship, the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels.
The Fallen Angel has done it. Christopher Daniels takes down the X. He's the #1 contender. And what's going on here?
Mike, do you realize what we're seeing in the middle of the ring? Look at this! We're seeing Triple X! Do you realize it? There they are!
It's the reunion of Triple X, the former 3-time World Tag Team Champions. They haven't been together in like 4 years, Don. Christopher Daniels, he was a survivor from the start of the match. He wins it, and he's the #1 contender. Yes, Fallen Angel victorious in the ultimate X Gauntlet at Victory Road. DW, take us through the highlights.
Oh, look at this as we're going to see what some of the things that happened. That was unbelievable right there when he hit the diamond cutter. Then you saw that suplex for all 4 of them, and then this one right there, Skipper and Kaz, but the flux capacitor brought back, and then this, and you look at it now, you realize Skipper and Senshi working together to help Daniels get the X.
see it unfold. I think the fallen angel has gotten into the minds of Zenchi and Illich Skipper. It's a reunion here at Victory Road. Triple X is back, and Christopher Daniels is the #1 contender. To the back, JB standing by with the World Tag Team Champs, Team 3D.
I'm here with the World Tag Team Champions, Brother Ray, Brother Devon, Team 3D. Gentlemen, tonight you put it all on the line in the match of champions. Your titles, the TNA X Division title on the line, and the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, all on the line tonight.
Yes, yes. Jeremy, you couldn't have said it better yourself. You know something? I've been waiting. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. I've been waiting, anticipating, and it's finally here. I'm so flustered I can't even talk. I cannot wait for tonight. You see, I've waited 15 years for this opportunity. 15 long years. And finally, it's coming for me to be the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Tonight, Kurt, be prepared, because I will pin you to become TNA World Champion. You better believe that. So be ready, because Devon is going out in style tonight.
I'm speechless. Wow.
Ooh, man.
I ain't seen you like this since you found out Paris Hilton was down with the Brown. My God. But I got good news for you, and I got not so good news for you. The good news is I'm proud of you, bro. You're fired up. You're ready to go. You're set. The bad news is you're not going to become the World Heavyweight Champion. I guarantee you ain't winning. I guarantee Joe ain't winning. And I guarantee Kurt ain't winning. Because I'm winning the X Division title. That's right. The high-flying Brother Ray. The technical master, Brother Ray. The man who invented the acai triple Lindy moonsault to the floor with a twist, Brother Ray. From New York City, weighing in at 300-ish pounds, and new X Division champion, Brother Ray.
I'm glad you think that, but a dream is a dream. And my brother, I hate to disappoint you, but your dream is not coming true.
Neither is yours, because as far as I'm concerned, you're not winning as long as I'm in that ring.
My brother, check this out. You do what you gotta do, and I'll do what I gotta do.
Fine.
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 Well, I guess it's...
Shut up. Fine.
Letitia, take it away.
Joe, tonight you have a great opportunity. One pinfall against Devon or Bubba, and you capture the TNA Tag Team Championship. But given your circumstances and the past history, I kind of think you'd rather have a different partner than Kurt Angle. I mean, can you even trust him?
Can I trust him? No. Will your shortcomings prevent me from doing what I plan to do in that ring tonight, Kurt? No. You see, it's quite simple. When I step into that ring, I will pin a member of Team 3D. I will win the TNA Tag Team Championship. But most importantly, Kurt, I guarantee one thing, and that's you will not win. You played the perfect part. I've set you up like the mark you are, and now I'll knock you down. Because you see, Kurt, after I win the tag team gold, I'm coming for yours. I'm going to take it all from you. And Kurt, you'll know one thing. You'll know what Team 3D will know tonight. And that's I am Samoa Joe, the TNA X Division champion. And you will be broken.
And hello once again, everyone, from ringside. Mike Tenay, joined as always by my broadcast partner, DW Don West. Welcome everyone to Victory Road, where Don, it looks to me, like Kurt Angle and his out-of-control ego have both his opponents as well as his partner guaranteeing that he won't win the match of champions tonight.
Well, if you'll notice, though, when you watch how all these people react, you saw a little friction already starting with Team 3D, and you know Joe can't trust anything that Kurt Angle's going to do. But I tell you what, we've got so much else here tonight on Victory Road. And let's start it off with Eric Young, Gail Kim, as they team together against Robert Roode and Miss Brooks. And we know after Gail Kim came in there and put that lip lock on Eric Young, they've been a team all the way, Mike.
I can't wait to see this matchup, Don. Yes, they're going to settle their personal issues. It's the Tennessee Cowboy, James Storm, to square off against the War Machine, Rhino.
And it's Christian Cage against the Wildcat, Chris Harris. And this thing has all started since Slammiversary a month ago. They're going to take it one-on-one in the ring.
The unlikely pairing of the Monster Abyss and the Icon Sting to team against the phenomenal AJ Styles and Tomco representing Christian's Coalition.
And it's the match of champions. And somehow, some way, Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle are going to have to try to work together until one of them gets a pin. Again, of course, against Team 3D. And like I mentioned, you saw a little friction already starting. When those belts are on the line, everybody gets greedy, Mike.
Just wanted to talk about that. What an interesting, what an intriguing dynamic in that match of champions. I don't think anybody can get along tonight in that bout. To the back, Letitia standing by with VKM.
VKM, I understand you guys have a surprise tonight, especially for Christy Hemme.
Surprise, surprise, surprise. You know, TNA management made it perfectly clear that they will no longer tolerate man-on-woman violence. Well, not only do I agree with that, but I applaud the upper echelon for finally taking a stance. So, Christy Hemme, you no-talent having piece of trash, tonight we bring to you the newest member of the Voodoo Kin Mafia. We imported her straight from New Orleans, Louisiana, in the Congo Square. I promise you, Christy Hemme, tonight, payback is yours. And Lance Hoyt, don't think for 1 minute that we forgot about you, right?
Now, talking about Romeo, of course, Lance Hoyt, you see, me and BG took you in. We taught you, we treated you just like a brother. But tonight begins the official breakdown of Lance Hoyt. Because I am personally going to see to it that I stick my size 16 boot straight up your ass.
He's going to put his boot up his ass. Do you hear that?
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a one-fall tag team grudge match. Introducing team number 1, accompanied by Lance Hoyt and Christy Hemme, Basham and Damager.
Wow, what a kick-ass way to kick off Victory Road with the ultimate X Gauntlet. And now we segue into tag team action. But interested in the comments from BG James of the Voodoo Kin Mafia, the newest addition to VKM to be introduced tonight here at Victory Road, as we have the introduction of Christy Hemme's team. And check out that lethal lip lock on Lance Hoyt. Christy Hemme, Lance Hoyt at ringside, Basham and Damager to attempt to do the damage in this tag team matchup.
And their opponents, BG James, Skip James, they are the Voodoo Kin Mafia!
It's been like months, hasn't it, Don? BKM, Christy Hemme, all the disagreements that they have had. And it really started, if you think about it, months ago. Christy Hemme claiming that, yes, there was a place in TNA and professional wrestling for women.
Well, you gotta like the way Christy Hemme played VKM. She sent Lance Hoyt into their camp. The whole time he was working for her. Now she rubs her noses in it by making out with him every chance she can so that they don't see it. But you heard BG James and Kip James. They've got something prepared for Christy Hemme, and you also heard Kip what he's planning to do with that big shoe to Lance Hoyt.
Cut the music. Wrestling fans, one and all, welcome to Victory Road. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, tonight, total non-stop action proudly brings to you its soon-to-be NWA Tag Team Champions of the World. He's that K to the I to the pizzle. I'm that B to the G to the jizzle. Together we are the Voodoo Kin Mafia. Oh, and Christy Hemme, don't think we forgot you. It now brings me great pleasure to announce the newest member of the Voodoo Kin Mafia. She is the Voodoo Queen from New Orleans. She is Roxy Laveau.
Yes, the newest addition to BKM. You heard the introduction from BG James. Check out this entrance. It's the Voodoo Queen to TNA from New Orleans, Louisiana, Congo Square, Roxy Laveau. And what do you think of the reaction from Christy Hemme?
Well, I mean, just looking at her, you gotta be a little anxious. I mean, they call her the Voodoo Queen, and I mean, you don't want to get involved in any of that mumbo jumbo stuff that they do down there. Oh, you can see Christy Hemme looking at everybody trying to get information about her. I don't think anybody knows anything about Roxy Laveau. All I know is she's pretty freaky looking.
BG said, we didn't come to Victory Road unprepared. Pretty smart in my opinion. Seems to me, just judging by the reaction of Basham, Damager, Christy Hemme, and Lance Hoyt, they're freaked out by this as well. I think BKM is using the Voodoo Queen to get inside the heads of their rivals.
Well, the unexpected will always do that. And, you know, they said that, you know, the male on female violence is not going to be tolerated. So what they did, they went out and brought a female into their own. And I'll tell you something. Right away, the first thing is, it looks like she's not afraid of anything. You can see the look on Christy Hemme's face, just confusion.
The TNA debut of, yes, the newest addition to VKM, Roxy Laveau, the Voodoo Queen.
You can see right now, I think VKM trying to get her out of the ring right there so they can get this thing started, but she's playing the mind games right away.
You can see that Christy Hemme's intimidated.
Yeah. Well, she just already, look at this. You can see they're all just staring down at her, just trying to get the mind games going.
And I think VKM has already won the first round here in terms of those mind games. Basham, Damager, Christy Hemme, Lance Hoyt. They look to me like they're already on the defensive.
Well, they don't know what to expect. I mean, you know, when you've got a voodoo woman like that on the other side, it's already looks like she's half crazy. You got to be...
Half crazy?
Yeah, well, full-blown crazy. She makes Bob Backlund look normal. Well, you're
that
right.
may be stretching
Sorry,
things.
bro.
BG to hook it up with Damager to kick off this tag team matchup at Victory Road. These long-time rivals, the two tag teams have been going at it for months. Going to try and settle their issues and settle the score right here. Damager rocks BG. Big shot that time, right hand to the side of the head.
You have to always keep your eye on Lance Hoyt being out here standing around at ringside also. But Basham and Damager, this one thing I've got to like is Christy Hemme found a cohesive tag team unit. They really work well together, Mike, and they have been a thorn in BKM's side from the beginning.
She finally found that team. A couple of false starts, if you recall, Don, before acquiring the services of Basham and Damager, and they have been a thorn in the side of BKM, to say the least. Lance Hoyt up on the apron for his trouble. He gets clocked by BG. Cover, pin attempt, 2 count.
You can see, and you can see another kiss right there. Christy Hemme, Lance Hoyt just constantly putting in their face, Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for your opinion on who will win the match of champions. Text A for Kurt Angle, B for Samoa Joe, C for Brother Devon of Team 3D, or D for Brother Ray. That's right, text A, B, C, or D to 76,000. Let us know your opinion. We'll have the results before our main event, the match of champions, tonight here at Victory Road.
And you see Basham right now going right at Kip James, Mike, and just total control. But one thing about Kip, he's just so big and strong, he can turn it around in a second, and he just did.
Quick reversal, however, shot off into the ropes. Agility by Kip to leapfrog over, but then he's met with that inverted atomic drop. Basham off the ropes, caught with a drop kick right in the chest.
I'll tell you what, big drop kick by Kip James, able to get up there so high, and it's a great shot. But you can see Kip looks like he's hurting. He's like wrenched in pain down below, and you see there Basham getting up and grabbing his head. Oh, nice counter, though. Look at the strength, the brute strength that Kip James has.
Shoved off into the ropes, and Kip explodes, springing off, puts the shoulder right into Basham. The second time, this time leaps over. Basham went for the drop kick. Kip able to hook that top rope, avoid the contact, and come back first with the arm drag. Attempted the hip toss takeover, blocked and then grabs the side headlock. Going to try and neutralize before he's shot off again. This time from outside, Lance Hoyt tries to get involved.
Well, you knew Lance Hoyt was going to find an opportunity to get involved, and he was able to do it out of sight of the referee. It was just enough, you thought, for Basham to be able to get the advantage, but Kip James able to keep the momentum himself. And now he just stares at Lance Hoyt, and I think that's it. He's coming after him.
Kip drops down to the floor. Lance Hoyt circling the six-sided ring here, makes his way into the ring, and then shoots right out. Now Christy Hemme comes in with the slap for Kip.
Well, she knows they're not going to do any violence on her, but remember, you've got Roxy Laveau back there, and I don't know why she's tempting fate with that. I mean, that's the unexpected. You could see Kip pointing at her and letting her know, and here she comes into the ring.
The Congo Queen, the Voodoo Queen from New Orleans, Louisiana, the newest addition to VKM, Roxy Laveau.
Well, Earl Hebner stops her, but doing all that, that gives Basham a chance to get a hold of B.G. James, and he grabs him and throws him right out, right here in front of us, and B.G. caught his wrist right there on the mat going out, and now big Lance Hoyt has him. Oh, right into the rail.
Right into that steel, the unprotected guardrail. We knew there would be involvement from Lance Hoyt and Christy Hemme. I mean, it only makes sense after watching them in action here for the past couple of months. A weakened BG tossed into the ring. But Basham only able to get a 2 count. Comes right back, knee drop to the top of the head, tag into Damager.
Well, I'll tell you one thing Christy Hemme did by going out there. She, again, just goaded Kip James into bringing in Roxy, and when that happened, you saw them find their opportunities. Lance Hoyt got involved, and now Basham and Damager got the momentum that they need and are kind of taking control of this matchup, Mike.
Well, it really did. It turned the tide completely in the favor of Basham and Damager. Quick tags, always keeping the fresh man in, drop toe hold. You see Kip try to make contact from outside without success, and then the knee drop to the back of the head of B.G. James.
Oh, he did. He just caught. The good thing was B.G.'s head was close to the mat. If it had been up a little higher, it would have hit it harder and smacked it in. Might have saved him from a major concussion right there.
Big scoop here, mid-ring slam on B.G. James. Looks like Basham's going to head out. Going to go top rope here. BG down, Basham off the top. Went for the diving headbutt. Did not make contact as BG able to roll away at the last second.
Just took him a little too long to get up to the top rope. And BG, though, is on the wrong side. He's got to get over to Kip James to make the tag. Oh, you could. Oh! He goaded Basham into coming over there, and he was able to kind of knock him into the turnbuckle. But here comes Damager.
Damager in, tried to put that big boot right upside the head of BG. No success, and now here comes Kip James. He's legal, and he's fresh.
Oh, look at those big rights, just one after another. He's just got such unbelievable size, nice elbow. And now look at that, he just takes momentum and sends Basham right over the top, and it's Kip and Damager in the middle of the ring.
Bodies tossed everywhere. High vertical, right into the
One,
pinning attempt.
two.
Kip the cover, VKM almost had the win.
Able to get the shoulder up just in time, but that big size right there with those followed by those big rights earlier, and Kip James now using that strength. Look at him going right into him and just putting that weight on top. And oh, you gotta watch out because Basham caught him right on top of the head.
You're right, Kip hit that corner splash, but the second that he turned around, it was Basham out of nowhere. Caught him with the leg. Pin attempt by Damager. Kip gets the shoulder up before 3. And Lance Hoyt just came right here by the broadcast table. Just threw the timekeeper down and picked up a steel chair and slid it in.
Well, there he is. The referee doesn't see it. And now look at this. He's going to kick it right into Kip James. And now he gets out of the ring before the referee turns around and even realizes what big Lance Hoyt did. But, oh, man, he made his presence felt. Just caught him right in the head with the chair.
Damager pin.
1, 2. Oh, man, Kip James able to get that shoulder up. I can't believe it, Mike.
That's a surprise. Looked like certain victory for Damager and Basham because of the outside interference of that man. BG comes in. Did you see that shot with the steel chair?
Well, Lance Hoyt cost his own teammate that time by jawing with the referee. BG was able to hit him, and that's it.
Cost him, he did.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, the Voodoo King Mafia!
VKM, BG James, Kip James score the win in the tag team matchup here at Victory Road. Lance Hoyt in the steel chair comes back to backfire on the team of Damager and Basham. And Christy and Lance Hoyt not so lovey-dovey all of a sudden at ringside, brother.
Well, she knows that he caused him by going with that ref. And she feeds him right in there to BG James. BG was waiting for him, and he clotheslines him right out of the ring. And he goes right after Basham. Damage is still knocked out of the ring apron.
VKM standing tall. Christy Hemme still circling the ring. She's going to get back in again. Is she nuts?
Oh, what in the world is she thinking? I think it's just emotions now. But everybody's knocked out, and the last thing she needed to do was run in the middle of that ring, and you can see right now.
BG motioning, yes, to the Voodoo Queen. Remember, TNA management made it clear they will not stand for male-on-female violence. And here comes the Voodoo.
Oh, she's just weird gyrations. Now she's taking her up. Gonna take her up. Oh, man. Just slams her right back on her face. Yikes.
That's how she makes her TNA debut. Yeah, the newest addition to VKM from New Orleans, Louisiana. Roxy Laveau, the Voodoo Queen.
And you see Lance Hoyt now taking what's left of Christy Hemme out of the ring and walking her off as VKM gets their revenge.
We're going to send it to the back. Jeremy Borash is standing by with the TNA World Champion Kurt Angle. TNA World Heavyweight Champion Kurt Angle. Earlier in the night, we heard from the X Division Champion Samoa Joe. We heard earlier from Team 3D, the World Tag Team Champions. And while all championships are on the line tonight in the match of champions, Kurt, both sides are saying the same thing. You're not going to get the pinfall.
Is it just me, or did Team 3D and my partner Joe say the same exact thing in 2 separate interviews? They guaranteed that I wouldn't win in this match tonight. Joe, why? Aren't you supposed to be my teammate? Aren't you supposed to have my back, have my best interest? I'm sorry that you're jealous of me, Joe, but I have your back. I can't help it. I'm great. I was born that way. If you're gonna be mad at anyone, you should be mad at my mother. She's the one that gave birth to me. Think of it. And if you think this is gonna be a 3-on-1 match tonight, you got it wrong. Because Kurt Angle, he's coming with backup, baby. That's right. Everybody wants to jump on the Kurt Angle bandwagon, so it ain't gonna be that hard. Oh, tonight is shake and break time. Shake and break.
Rhino, I've got to ask you about your actions recently on Impact. You absolutely went ballistic. You trashed the Impact Zone. I've never seen you lose it like that. Can you give us a little insight? What was behind you snapping like that?
As a kid growing up, I'd see my father sit there and drink 24 cans of beer. He passed away when I was 15, and it was his choice to drink. But it was also a sickness.
Alcoholism's in his family. I mean, his father died when he was 15 years old.
My father died when I was 12. That don't bother me none.
As I became older in my late 20s, and I started to go through some hard times in my marriage, I turned to drinking. That was my release. I had to drink and drink and drink. I had to lose all my problems. It affected every part of my life.
He lost his own daughter to alcoholism. His own daughter. He no longer can see.
You're talking about alcohol. I remember one time when I was drinking, I was about 16, don't tell nobody, but I lost my virginity.
I had a problem, and that problem was an addiction. An addiction that helped dissolve a marriage. Helped dissolve something that I worked so hard for. After I realized, you know what, this isn't the way.
Storm, you can't drink with an alcoholic. It's a disease.
Please. I thought we checked that stuff here.
When you have an addiction and you give it all up, it's that one drink that'll put you back in that spot. Because after one drink, you want another one, and another one, and another one.
It was a rib, it was a joke that I poured beer on him. Okay, it went too far, but now that I know that he likes alcohol, I got a drinking buddy.
An addiction is a hard thing to kick, and I don't want to go through that. But you know what? James Storm, he's making me go through that. That beer was poured in my mouth. That taste of alcohol, it reminded me what I went through. He opened up a wound, and he's got to be responsible for his actions.
Victory Road. When I get done with Rhino, drink be on him. I guarantee you that. Speak up, sissy.
The Cowboy, James Storm, faces the wrath of the War Machine, Rhino, next.
Ladies and gentlemen, Victory Road continues with this one-fall contest. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by the pride of Tennessee, Miss Jackie Moore. From Leapers Fort, Tennessee, Cowboy James Storm.
You know, I have to tell you, James Storm, you have the least compassion, the least understanding of someone's personal issues and personal problems that I've ever seen. Rhino's dad, he died when Rhino was 15 years of age. Obviously, the drinking problems contributed to it, and those same drinking problems contributed to Rhino's career going downhill several years ago. The fact that it cost him the ability to live with his daughter. And the Tennessee Cowboy, James Storm, just loves to exploit that, doesn't he?
Oh, the disrespect is just off the charts. I mean, it really has no feelings whatsoever for humankind in this instance.
And his opponent from Detroit, Michigan, he is the War Machine, Rhino!
You know, through the years, we've seen some wrestlers snap. Nothing quite like what we saw, Don, several weeks ago, right here in the Impact Zone, when the War Machine crashed the joint.
He's unbelievably emotional, and this guy, when his motor goes off, man, it's a sight to see. I mean, there's a reason they call him the War Machine. He has one speed, and it's full speed ahead. And I mean, to think about how he's feeling right now, he feels that James Storm is messing with his life. He's
You see this? Rudy Charles, the referee, is tossing the pride of Tennessee, Miss Jackie Moore, from the ring.
Oh, I
like
like that.
Thinking. She tried to intimidate the referee. Even before the opening bell, got right in his face, tried to back him down, and Rudy's tossed her from ringside. I think she's got to go to the back.
Well, you can see Storm trying to talk to him, but the War Machine doesn't even wait, and he just throws
Look
it.
out.
Whoa! Right into the rails. Boom! One right into the wall. Watch out! Right here on the table, he slams it. I mean, you can just feel that aggressiveness. You can just sense it in Rhino as he goes right after him and doesn't let up for a second.
You're right, full court press, and I think we all anticipated this, the opportunity to get that payback, to gain that personal revenge, and the War Machine is taking it right to the Tennessee Cowboys.
Oh, look at this, the force that he's just going after Storm with. Just the brute strength as he goes right after him, and again, it goes down to the core of his being. He realizes that if he falls off that wagon, there is a chance that he could lose his life. And he feels that Storm exploited that, and look at that, he's taking him right up into the crowd.
This is the way that you settle the personal issues here in TNA. We take it into the Impact Zone, and you know what? From the moment he arrived here in TNA, they have really loved the War Machine. Big right hand shot that time to the top of the head of the Tennessee Cowboy. Now he's going to drag Storm all the way across that section of bleachers.
I mean, look at this, he's taking him into the crowd. He knows this crowd is 99.999% Rhino fans when it comes to Rhino against James Storm, especially when you watch the disrespect that Storm showed. And look at this, he is up in no man's land right now, Mike, today, as Rhino's got him where he wants him, and look at Storm just stumbling. What is Rhino doing now? Oh, he's just getting the feeling, I think, the love and feeling the emotion.
Because he feeds off that emotion. One of the most emotional competitors that I've ever seen in all my years in professional wrestling. He feeds off of it. What did he just do right there? What did he hit him with?
I couldn't see. It's just a mob around him, and you can see now Rhino's trying to clear. And he's got him, and oh, right into the wall. Look at that. Just busted it. And look, and you can see where the poster came down. He smashed him right through the wall.
Clear the path and put him head first right through the wall.
We're trying to look at this. Oh, wait a minute. He's got him a beer bottle, it looks like, in his hand, and you know he wants to smash that right over the head of Storm after all the things that Storm's done to him. And he just tosses it up into the crowd.
Tennessee Cowboy James Storm on the receiving end of a brutal beating that I think we all know he damn well deserved. Tossed back over the guardrail, gonna try and bring him towards the ring. I like what has happened here with Rudy Charles, the referee. Number one, he tosses the Pride of Tennessee, Jackie Moore, out. Number two, he's giving these guys some leeway, Don.
Oh, yes, he knows this is personal. He knows that if he starts, you know, trying to stop what they're going to do, they're not going to pay any attention right now. Rhino was going on sheer emotion. He couldn't have hurt anybody if they were trying to talk any sense into him. Man alive, Rhino just... Have you ever seen him this fired up from the beginning like this? This hasn't stopped yet.
War Machine continues the beatdown at Victory Road. You see him stalking Storm. Grabs it, picks him up by the head. Gonna take it, shoot him across, but the reversal. Oh, the explosion out of the corner. What a clothesline that was.
Oh, you could just see Storm didn't have anything left. And Rhino let him throw him into the turnbuckle so he could use that momentum to come right back after him. He knew that the energy it would take Storm to throw him in there would just about wipe him out. And it sure as heck did, as Rhino has got it all his way. And again, you could see Storm trying to send him back over there again, and Rhino just levels him with that elbow.
Oh, man! What fall that was from the top rope.
Desperation for Storm right there, Mike.
Rhino down to the arena floor. The Tennessee Cowboy, James Storm, taking a beating here in this personal grudge match. And finally, that's the first sign of offense that we've seen from Storm as he took Rhino and tossed him down.
Oh, and Rhino hit the back of his head, and you could see him holding it. He got his bell rung. Let me tell you that. Oh, man, and that was exactly what Storm needed. He's able now to toss Rhino back into the ring, and he goes for the cover.
Pin, 2 count, just with that one move. The complexion of this match has changed a full 180.
Well, it took, and it was weird because Rhino had everything going his way. Storm saw one opening. He had Rhino on the top ropes there, not steady. He caught him, Mike, and Rhino come flying off and hit his head right outside of the ring, and look at him. He's still holding the back of that head, Mike. Look at that.
Oh, wait,
he's hurt.
He is in pain. And of course, are you surprised?
No.
Are you shocked that James Storm's going to take advantage of this situation?
I mean,
I'm not. Repeated shots in the back as he drives the knee right into the head of Rhino.
Oh, look at Rhino just kicking his feet, Mike. I mean, it's almost like Rhino was looking at the ref for some kind of relief there. I don't think I don't even know if Rudy Charles realizes what Rhino's trying to tell him, but obviously Storm does. He's going right at the back of the head.
Think back, Don, to the neck problems that Rhino has had in his career through the years.
Oh, man, you hit it wrong. It just takes one fall the wrong way. We've seen it happen so many times. But look at this, Rhino now getting that momentum. But Storm used that momentum against him.
Tosses it out to the arena floor.
Oh, and now James Storm has got that second win. He is feeling it. That's all it takes. And Rhino, the more, and you look at him, he steps right up and goes right after him and smacks him in the face, Mike.
Jacked his jaw. Series of shots to the side of the head, backs him up, right into the steel guardrail. A weakened Rhino just got caught that time with another right hand.
Oh, he screamed him with that right. Again, Rhino still holding the top and the back of his head. And Rudy Charles, I think, checking to see if he can even maybe go on. I mean, and look, Storm doesn't let
another
up for a minute.
And another near fall, another 2 count for James Storm on Rhino.
Oh, Rhino is hurt, Mike. And he twists that neck again right there as he spins him over. Storm knows exactly where to go, and now by applying the pressure on the front of the head, he smashes that back of the head even harder into that. He goes for a pin, but Rhino gets it up inside.
You're right, the total focus of Storm's offense, be it a knee drop, be it a snap mare, it's on the neck, it's on the head of Rhino. He's taking advantage of the situation here where he knows that the War Machine has been weakened, and he's going to try and continue to wear him down. And look at this, working on the head of Rhino.
Oh, the crowd, I think, were trying to get behind him and pull him to his feet, and then they kind of hushed because you can sense the concern they have.
Sure could.
We've seen Rhino so many times, but we've never seen him just buckle like this and constantly. I mean, he's...
Yeah, but you got to go back and think about that fall from the top rope.
Oh.
Straight down
right
to
on
the
the
floor.
Head. And it caught him right on the head, right in front of us. And we could hear it. It was like a sickening thud. I mean, when you can hear it through your headset, you know what I mean, Mike? It's just that sound sometimes.
Yeah, it's the sound of contact. Flesh meeting concrete.
And look at Storm as he's pulling on. You can hear the crowd trying to cheer. And I don't know if this is a good move by Storm. I think he should have kept on the offensive because Rhino, once he gets to his feet, maybe the cobwebs get a little clear. Oh, and maybe that's what happened.
Leaves his feet with the clothesline. Follows with the back elbow directed to the head and face of Storm. Cowboy shot off, shoulder block in the corner. This is one of the moves that he will use to weaken you, to set you up for the gore.
But Storm coming off at that time went right, oh, man, and he grabs him by that neck, spins him around, and slams him on the mat again.
Yeah, appropriately enough, spinning neck breaker by Storm, follow pin, and yet another 2 count. Well, how many times has Storm been right on the edge of getting that 3 here against Rhino, and the Tennessee Cowboy going underneath the ring to pick up the beer bottle?
Well, he's got the beer bottle. The referee's telling him to put it down. You can say he's saying keep it in the corner. He's got his eye on it. Storm drops it there. Remember, Miss Jackie Moore sent to the back at the start. Look at this. He's going to try to push Rudy Charles as far as he can push it. But this is giving Rhino a chance to catch his breath.
Maybe the most important aspect of this match. Enable Rhino to clear those cobwebs if at all possible. Try and get back up to your feet. Try and play off the emotion of the crowd here at Victory Road. Shot off into the corner. Here comes Storm. Rhino's ready, prepared, elevates him to the apron.
Oh, but look at
man.
Storm. He got out of the way, used that top rope, and used it and spun up and kicked him right in the head. And now look at this. Storm going up top, and Rhino senses it.
War Machine headed up as well.
Oh, no.
Gonna try and go for the superplex.
Oh, man, he takes him all the way off the top. Smash it, here we go. 2, Rhino's got it. Oh, no, Storm got the shoulder up just in time.
War Machine now has that momentum back on his side. As Storm gets up to his feet. Oh, clothesline attempt. Took down referee Rudy Charles. And then Storm comes right back. And he caught Rhino in the top of the head and knocked him down to the mat.
Well, the referee now knocked out, and James Storm caught him so perfectly and slammed his head in every jarring shot. Remember all those concussions that Rhino has suffered in his career.
Neck issues, concussions, coming back to haunt him here. Super kick attempt is blocked. Belly to belly suplex by Rhino.
Oh, man, Rhino, I think, played a little possum there, Mike. But wait a minute. He accidentally didn't realize that he threw it where the beer bottle was, and the referee's knocked out.
Storm's got the beer bottle. Rhino doesn't have a clue.
But look at Rhino.
Gonna go for the gore, lead.
Oh, he smashes it right on his head. But again, the referee's not there to count him out. Now, 2. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Cowboy James Storm.
He just cracked him right in the head with that bottle. With the glass in the ring.
Oh, it was one of those situations where Rhino was setting him up and
look at the blood flow.
Oh, he's busted. Rhino busted right there in the head. And you can see the blood. Now, wait a minute. Look at Storm now. He doesn't care. Referee trying to intervene, but he's got a rope. It looks like a noose of some sort.
Amidst the broken glass from the beer bottle in the ring.
All right.
Blood Rhino. James Storm bringing the rope in. This doesn't look good.
One shot too many to the face. One shot too many to the back of the head. And Rhino, and look at him. His eyes are just glazed over. Absolutely glazed over. Oh, he's busted. And now he just... Oh, come on. This insult to injury. You've already done enough to him, and now... What in the world is Storm? What lessons is he trying to teach here?
He's got the rope. He's got it wrapped around one of Rhino's wrists, and he's going to tie him. Oh, my God, what a picture this is. We talked about how Storm has the least compassion, the least understanding of anyone we've ever seen, but this is taking it way over the line.
Oh, he's got him tied behind there, and he's wrapping it around the ropes, and Rhino's just taking so many shots, and
who's he calling
he's
for?
calling on the top of the ramp. What is he asking for? Wait, oh, no, look at this.
Pride of Tennessee, Jackie Moore coming back in.
She's got a pony keg in her hand. Look at that. Oh, no, you know. Oh, he just cracked him on the head with a chair.
Oh, good God.
Oh, no, this is... We saw what he's done where he's poured the beer. And now look at this. He's also, oh, look at, he's poured it out. And now he's just putting it into his mouth, and she's taking a picture of it. Oh, come on. It just takes one sip to set somebody back.
This is sick.
Now you got the referees coming in here.
Time.
Oh, now look at this. Now he's taking a picture of Jackie with him as he's tied up and he can't defend himself.
They hog tie Rhino to the rope, and they pour the beer down his throat.
Oh, come on. That's enough.
Come on, guys. Get in there.
Oh, now look at him, and now he's just trying to scream in his face. Oh, this guy has such...
He's a sick SOB.
Just evil. Oh. No idea.
I'm concerned about Rhino.
I am too. I mean, think about it. I mean, this could be the thing that could take him over the edge, Mike.
And he's right back on him again. Come on, guys, pull him off.
Let's go. Look at him as he's throwing out. He snapped. Throwing the referees out, and now they're trying to get this set up. And now James Storm finally walking up the ramp.
Tennessee Cowboy has crossed the line.
Oh, now
James
what's he doing here?
Now what?
What in the world now? Come on! He won't stop! Not another shot! Come on!
Come on! The man is totally defenseless, and he keeps hitting him in the head with the damn steel chair.
Whatever point he's trying to make, he made it.
Oh, I know what the point is. And they took pictures of this whole sickening incident.
Oh, yeah, snapping pictures. You'll see it up on a website somewhere. I'm sure of that.
Looks proud, doesn't he? You're a sick man, James Storm. To the back, Letitia, with the old school team of Jerry Lynn and Mr. Backlund. You're sick.
Jerry Lynn, you and Mr. Backlund are taking on Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley tonight. And in their own words, they vowed to force out the old and bring in the new.
Vowed. You know, Letitia, right from the start of this whole mess, it's always been about respect. You know, Bob and I...
Mr. Backlund.
Sorry?
Mr. Lynn.
All right, Mr. Backlund and I, by any means, aren't trying to hang on to the past. What we're trying to do is keep the real meaning of wrestling alive. And it's always been about tradition, honor, respect. Not video games, profanity, and these arrogant attitudes that these rookies like Shelley and Sabin have. And that's exactly what they are, rookies. And tonight, these two veterans are going to take those two to school and show them the real meaning of family.
And that's the most important thing. Family unit. Whether you hate us or whether you love us, we're going to fight for the family because we believe in no drugs, no cheating, lying, and swearing, and no throwing garbage on our country. We'll fight for those things to make our family stronger. We'll fight for the mamas, the papas, the brother, the sister, and all the babies. It's almost eclectic in nature, young man. I'm done.
This country, no, this world needs heroes.
Hey, and more specifically, Detroit needs heroes. Detroit does need heroes.
I think you two, with my guidance, could be those heroes.
You know, young man, words mean a lot, and they affect a lot of people. We're talking about pride and integrity that a wrestler must have, and it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah, and I'd also like to point out, Bob Backlund is a redhead, and he shouldn't be allowed to live.
But you do not have any respect for yourself and the people around you, and it's going to bring you down. Negativism brings about the worst out of people.
You two should be sitting on the other side of the rail buying a ticket.
And if the lead singer from Nickelback can shut up, I'd like to point out how ugly a ginger kid Bob Backlund truly is.
You think this is a big joke? I saw something in you and took you under my wing, but if you think I taught you everything you need to know, Not even close. You've got over 100 years of life experience here.
What's that, Jerry? You took me under your wing? Is that what I heard? Huh? What's up now? Some of this?
You guys are having military effects on our children out there, our families. Think about the moms and dads.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing team number 1, accompanied to the ring by Kevin Nash, Chris Sabin, and Alex Shelley, the Motor City Machine Guns.
You think Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley ever heard the cliche about respecting your elders?
Oh, absolutely not. These guys we've seen it happen with both of these here in TNA. Chris Sabin, somebody that we used to love following when he was an X Division champion, just totally got consumed with himself and ego, and Alex Shelley, well, he's been that way from day one.
And their opponents both from the state of Minnesota, Jerry Lynn and Mr. Backlund.
100 years of life experience in this old school, new school matchup. 56-year-old Mr. Don't Call Me Bob Backlund and 44-year-old Jerry Lynn set for tag team action. Kevin Nash joins Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley at ringside.
Well, Kevin Nash is another part of this. We know about his relationship with Alex Shelley and how they're very, very close, but it just, if you look at his hands.
What is that, that book?
That's the book that Bob Backlund's always carried that Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley stole. And I've looked over Backlund's shoulder and seen the book, and it's an actual book.
Yeah.
But he writes all these scribbles and ruinations and stuff in them. I mean,
what is it? Is it a diary? Is it a journal? What's he doing?
I couldn't recognize anything. I think I saw Millard Fillmore in it, and I saw him. Fillmore? He's just one of the presidents. That's the only words I can recognize in the book. Just a bunch of scribblings that only Bob Backlund could read. But I know one thing. It's something he values very dearly.
Yeah, obviously. And to have Sabin and Shelley steal the book away from him, and of course they're just trying to get under his skin. They do a pretty darn good job of it.
Well, I'll tell you one thing they better not do is take Mr. Backlund too lightly, because I've never seen a man almost 60 years old like that in the kind of shape that he's in, Mike. And I mean, we see it every day. This guy, what? He won't even take a cab ride here in the studio. He'll walk the 5 miles.
And we've seen that many times, haven't we?
And pick up half the trash in Orlando along the way.
Seen that as well.
We've seen him do stair steps for 3.5 hours. The Harvard step test, or whatever it is he calls it.
That's what it is. Arm drag for Sabin. Takes him down, and of course Sabin complains to referee Andrew Thomas that he pulled the hair. Come on.
Well, one thing about Sabin and Shelley, now they do work. I mean, one thing they have.
Oh, can't deny it.
They work together so well. They're very cohesive as a unit.
We've always put them over, Don, for their in-ring ability.
No, you can't help it.
No.
They both are as talented as anybody we've seen. They got so many different moves and so many different ways they can beat you, and you want to root for them. But you just hear their absolute trash that comes out of their mouth and how they just disrespect anybody and everybody, and it's all about them. And I think that's what's driven Jerry Lynn crazy here this last year, especially when it comes to Chris Sabin, somebody he respects his talent-wise so much.
Backlund powered out of that full Nelson, reversed it on Sabin. He's escaped a couple of times, but Mr. Backlund in control takes Sabin up into the air and drops him right back down to the full Nelson, positions him over to the corner, face jam right into that top turnbuckle.
Now, but think about it. You've got Chris Sabin in the air, and he can feel how helpless he is. He had nowhere he could go. He had no moves he could make, so he knew he was helpless. And that gets into his mind. I mean, he realized it's a guy almost 60 years old just manhandling.
The man behind the Paparazzi Productions camera here in TNA, Alex Shelley, to square off against the pioneer of the X Division, Jerry Lynn.
Jerry Lynn, somebody we've enjoyed watching from the start of TNA from day one. He's just class, always just been pure class in that ring. He personifies everything that a wrestler should personify, and I think that's just, You know why? When you see Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin do the things they do, but look at the experience of Jerry Lynn. He just let Alex Shelley just go right into that.
After the standing switch.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, Shelley takes him, powers him down to the mat. Of course, he blows his nose on him for good measure. But look how quickly Jerry Lynn is able to kick up to his feet, and the arm drags enables him to take control of Alex Shelley.
I mean, Jerry Lynn's one of those wrestlers where you might think you have him, you might think you momentum's going your way, but he looks for one little opening, just one little shot. Once he gets it, that experience takes over. Look at that. He kind of played that one up. Just let Chris Sabin walk right into him.
Right into the spider's web. Arm drag. Takes down Chris Sabin. Neutralizes him, and then Sabin comes back. Catches him unaware with that knee into the gut. Tag is in. Shelley's the legal man, but they're going to really exploit that 5 count from the referee here. Take it up to just over 4 before they break, and Kevin Nash looks on approvingly from ringside, still in possession of Mr. Backlund's book.
One thing Jerry Lynn's got to avoid, and that's getting caught over there in that corner. We know that Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, nice drop kick, will do everything they can to keep him over there and do every dirty trick in the book. I mean, they're not afraid to try or do anything, but you can see Backlund, Mr. Backlund coming out here and trying to fire up Jerry Lynn.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's necessary, but
a cocky Chris Sabin to square off now with Jerry Lynn in this tag team matchup. Quick move by Sabin. The double underhook from behind has a defenseless Lynn paintbrushed by Shelley.
oh, Jerry Lynn gets out of the way just in time. Oh, then drops the head, and Alex Shelley sends the kick right into Sabin, Mike.
Experience of Jerry Lynn staying one step ahead of these young kids. Nice elbow jumping into the air, drilling right into the chest of Alex Shelley. And then the DDT spikes Chris Sabin. Gonna go for the cover here. Here's the pin. 2 count before Shelley comes in, breaks up the pin by dropping the elbow, caught his own partner on the way down.
I was watching Jerry Lynn just watch him the whole time, and again, Jerry Lynn just old school here. And he lets them come in there and commit themselves. Oh, but then Alex Shelley just spits right in his face.
2 attempts at the cradle pile driver. Jerry Lynn's finishing move go awry. You see that? Sabin climbs right up the back of Shelley with the drop kick for Mr. Backlund. Took him down off the apron, right down to the arena floor, and look at him prance around the ring.
No, there's the disrespect that these guys can show. And again, they're so unorthodox. They do things so differently. Like right there, you've got Jerry Lynn looking up at Chris Sabin, and Alex Shelley comes through the legs and pokes him in the eyes. It's just, you can't plan for anything.
New school taking it to old school here at Victory Road. Shelley connects with the shot on Lynn, going to take him now and shoot him right up to the arena floor at the feet of Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash there. Now, you can see referee Andrew Thomas he just suspects that Kevin Nash is going to try something. But while he's doing that, and that's what Nash intended, it gave Sabin and Shelley a chance to take advantage of Lynn.
An upset Mr. Backlund, going to try and get the referee back into the play. Jerry Lynn attempts to mount a comeback first with a leg drop. Slingshots into a sunset flip.
Pin,
2 count, broken up. Sabin from behind with the drop kick into the shoulder blades of Lynn.
Give Sabin credit, buddy. He got that kick in at the right last second to stop it. Now he puts that elbow right on the face of Jerry Lynn.
Right, fierce elbow by Sabin. Dropped right across the throat and face of the X Division pioneer. Abdominal stretch applied in mid-ring. Jerry Lynn going to try and fight through the pain.
Oh, he just pulls back on it. And Jerry Lynn he's got to pick his spot here because Chris Sabin's got it locked in, and he'll just torque back on that arm. You got to watch out for the shoulder to pop out of the socket. But look at the strength of Jerry Lynn right there.
Digs down deep, comes up with the hip toss takeover, and it was just tossed in. A belt?
It looks like a belt of some sort. Again, used to distract the referee.
That's all it is.
And it works, and now you can see Sabin and Shelley got Jerry Lynn again trapped.
An upset Mr. Backlund, not helping his partner out at all. Referee's distracted, and behind his back, Sabin and Shelley repeated shots to a weakened Jerry Lynn, and now they crouch him right in the corner.
Oh, they do. They just send him right into the turnbuckle. And again, bump
down. You know what's coming next?
Oh, right to the head, and here comes the hesitation drop kick. Right on top.
Series of drop kicks. First, the baseball slide from Shelley. Follow-up was the hesitation by Sabin, and an enraged Mr. Backlund has hit the ring and is cleaning out.
Well, he knows he better come in there after those 2 wicked kicks to the head. Jerry Lynn's out. So he has to come in, and man, he is like on a house of fire right now. Look at that. Elbow shot to the front of the face.
Back, fired up. Turns his attention to Shelley. Snapmares him over. And again, drives that elbow directly into the face. Here comes Shelley in. Going to take him up into the air. There goes Alex Shelley with the atomic drop on the receiving end from Mr. Backlund. Kevin Nash making his way up the apron. Keep your eye on him, guys.
Oh, he's into the ring right now. No! He just throws Chris Sabin right behind him. What a strength by Mr. Backlund.
You know, it's dangerous to be Mr. Backlund's partner. And behind the back of the referee, Nash comes in with the big boot and just leveled Jerry Lynn.
Well, he didn't see it. Well, I'll tell you what, I've never seen Kevin Nash move that quick getting out of the ring.
Series of kicks, one after the other, and then he gets sandwiched. They both caught him, and
nowhere to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, the Motor City Machine Guns.
Sabin and Shelley score the win at Victory Road, thanks to the big boot of Kevin Nash to the side of the head of Lynn, that behind the back of the referee, and what a vicious, violent series of kicks from the Motor City Machine Guns to gain them the win.
Well, I mean, we talk about how good they are together, one right after another, Mike.
To the back, and JB with Kurt Angle in search of backup.
Kurt, what are you looking for here? You're walking around like a man on a mission. What's going on?
Look at these eyes. Do I look like a man on a mission? You're damn right. I'm the world heavyweight champion, and I'm not going to lose it tonight in a 3-on-1 match. I'm going to find me some backup.
Some backup?
Hello?
In the women's bathroom, Kurt? You're going to find...
I know that, you moron. Get out of my way. Hello? Hello? Hey, Harry!
Hey, Mr. Golden
How you doing, man? It's been a while.
Yeah, good, good.
Hey, I want to give you an opportunity of a lifetime.
Yeah.
How would you like to watch my back tonight, my match?
Wash your back. That's a little
No,
tiki gun.
no, you idiot. Watch my back. Watch my back. I mean physical help.
Now I got you. Hey, Kurt, thanks, but no thanks, huh? Gonna, yeah, do the little do.
You know what?
Yeah, right there.
Let me ask you something. I bet you would really like to know what it feels like to be TNA champion, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah. Think about it all the time.
I'll
Yeah,
tell you what,
thinking, huh?
Put this here on your right shoulder.
Whoa.
There you go.
What's going on here, JP?
The IWGP championship. Huh? Does that feel good or what?
This is a little weird.
Yeah, it is.
Look at that. This does feel
Damn,
good.
that looks good.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll tell you what looks better.
Yeah, what?
Oh! Hey, come on! Oh, you stupid son of a... I'm not done yet. How you like that? You want to help me tonight? No backup? How about this? Here, let's get this. Let's cool you off. Come on, get in there. Get in there. Let's go. Get in the shower. Get in the shower. How's that feel, huh? Feel good? Okay, we're done. Now we're nice and clean. Come on, get up. Get up. Come here. You don't want to watch my back like this? Oh, my sunglasses fell off. Now I'm really mad. Okay. Come here. Thank you, but no thank you. Help! Give me my titles, please.
Eric. Baby, whatever happened to us? What happened to the heat, the passion, the spark? I don't even like Robert Roode, but I like you.
Open your eyes. Can't you see that she's trying to manipulate you? You have a match tonight, the most important of your career. You need to concentrate on that tonight. Now that's a kiss from a real woman.
What went down at Slammiversary when Gail Kim definitely stopped Ms. Brooks from getting inside his head.
Robert Roode has some new plans. Robert Roode is going to be the next TNA World Heavyweight Champion.
Check out now a post-match beatdown, the 2-on-1 as Ms. Brooks and Jackie Moore, they're all of a sudden on the same page.
Here comes Showtime Eric Young to the defense of Gail Kim. Here comes Robert Roode, and he doesn't see him, and he greets him from the back.
Big forearm shot to the back.
prove to you once again, Eric Young, that it pays to be rude.
I'm watching you.
Eric Young and Gail Kim team up to battle Robert Roode and Miss Brooks next.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next match at Victory Road is a one-fall mixed tag team contest. Introducing team number 1 from Wall Street in Manhattan, New York, Robert Roode. And his tag team partner is the Chief Executive Offender of Robert Roode Incorporated, Ms. Brooks.
Well, I guess we can scratch Black Machismo Jay Lethal off the list of potential candidates to be backup for the TNA World Heavyweight Champion Kurt Angle tonight and the match of champions as we see the introduction of the man who claims it pays to be rude, Robert Roode and Ms. Brooks.
This feud has just been going and going for the last few months, and right now I think it's come to the breaking point. You're going to finally see Gail Kim, Miss Brooks, and Eric Young and Robert Roode in there at the same time.
And ladies and gentlemen, team number 2 from Freedom, USA, Showtime, Eric Young. And from Tampa, Florida, Gail Kim.
I like what we've seen from the personality of Eric Young since the association with Gail Kim. Of course, he's always freaked out by the pyro. Well, you think by now he'd be ready for it.
Paranoid man I never met in my life.
So Don, it's like his confidence level has risen since Gail Kim has been there to support him and also to keep her eye on the devious Ms. Brooks, the flotation floozy, if you will.
Well, I mean, Gail Kim knows that her presence is going to instill that confidence. I mean, if you're Eric Young and you've just been lip-locked by Gail Kim, I mean, you've got to be feeling pretty good about yourself. And I think she realized that's what he needed. Miss Brooks was manipulating him every which way she could. She used those flotation devices every chance she had to send Eric Young in a tizzy. Gail Kim came in there, got him straightened out.
I don't want to overreact, but do I sense a little jealousy the way you say the Gail Kim lip lock on EY?
Well, let's just say I think we all would like to have been Eric Young right there in that situation.
I think you'll get much disagreement from anybody here at the Impact Zone as Robert Roode goes back to the intimidation tactics, and all of a sudden you check out the body language and the look on the face of EY, on the face of Eric Young, and that confidence waned for just a second until Gail Kim whispered something in his ear.
Oh, he did. I mean, he just set off like a rocket as soon as she kissed him, and then he just took off again, and look at that. He's able to somehow land on his feet. Nice shoulder block, and oh, he slides underneath, showing his agility, and look at the belly-to-belly by Eric Young.
Took him high into the air, crushed him down to the mat. Ms. Brooks comes in, drops the elbow on her partner, Robert Roode, and just like that, Gail Kim hits the ring. You know she's going to keep her eye on Ms. Brooks the second she got in on the attack.
Whoa, you can see Robert Roode, and look at this. Go! Then the kick from Gail Kim, and it's spins right into Roode. He's got it. No!
Now Gail Kim with the pin on Ms. Brooks as well.
Wow, the combination, the teamwork by Gail Kim and Eric Young right now working to perfection. I mean, that's one thing Gail Kim, when you watch her in that ring, see, wait a minute, here comes Eric, suicide dive, right on top of Robert Roode, right here in front of us at the table.
Guys, keep your eyes now on Gail Kim.
Wow, just caught her right on top of her head.
Slingshot into the cross body block, out to the floor by Gail Kim on Ms. Brooks in this mixed tag team match.
Well, you gotta love the fire that they're showing, Mike. I mean,
it's contagious.
It really is. Gail Kim got it set up, and see if we can get a little replay here. Here comes the suicide dive.
Oh, yeah.
And then watch Gail Kim. She's followed it right up and then caught Miss Brooks. And look at the backbreaker right there by Gail Kim.
Back live with that backbreaker by Gail Kim. Takes Ms. Brooks, drives her right into the top turnbuckle, but Ms. Brooks comes back with the knee and then quickly runs to tag in Robert Roode.
Oh, Robert Roode now face-to-face with Gail Kim, and Gail Kim gonna have to use that quickness if she can to get around him. And look at her, she just shoves him with an elbow right in the face and then makes the tag.
Eric Young, big right hand, series of shots. Second one decked him, Roode to his feet, shot to the ropes, up into the lights, high back body drop.
Eric Young right now gonna go for a pin. Robert Roode, though, gets his shoulder up just in time. Not enough yet, but I mean, just the aggressiveness that they've shown. It just, Miss Brooks caught that leg perfectly.
Drops Eric Young down, face first, and now, they make the wish in the corner, watching Eric Young against the steel ring post.
Oh, they look really concerned that they caused pain, didn't they? Oh, man, that just, mamma mia. Yikes, you feel
that
wishboning right in there.
Was real heartfelt, wasn't it, for Miss Brooks?
And that's all it took, and that's what you've got to give Miss Brooks credit for. Just got that leg in time, pulled him down. Robert Roode got over there, and now, I mean, he's thinking about everything but wrestling, trying to block that pain out from his mind.
The brains, the man behind, Roode Incorporated. Off the backdrop suplex, pin attempt, near fall, 2 count on Eric Young. Robert Roode never likes to be put in that position where he's embarrassed. But think back last month at Slammiversary, Don, that's exactly what went down when Eric Young gained his freedom, cut all the ties from Robert Roode. Now Ms. Brooks with the pin on Eric Young.
Oh, that was to humiliate him right there. If they could have got a pin, they would have, they would have owned him.
Roode back in on the offensive, first with the boot, and then to the rear chin lock. Attempt here to neutralize Eric Young, continue to wear him down. Ms. Brooks from outside, keeping her eyes on Gail Kim. They're screaming at each other from opposite sides of the ring.
Well, Miss Brooks knows that Eric Young's in no position to get out of there and get a tag. And you can see, though, fights with the elbows, and then Robert Roode misses, and then he just telegraphs it. He kicks him right where he hurts, and oh no, went right into it. Look at the strength of Robert Roode.
Here, raw strength, pin attempt, near fall again. Another 2 count. Roode so many times in this match, right on the verge of victory, but Eric Young able to keep it alive. You can see Gail Kim from outside extending the hand in as Ms. Brooks, open hand slap.
Oh, just trying to heal.
Bad mouthing.
He's got a hold of her. He's got her goozle, but he just didn't pay attention, and Robert Roode came from right behind and knocked the crap out of him.
Now, Roode, the legal man, after the tag from Ms. Brooks, gonna take Eric Young up into the air, slam him down, back first to the canvas.
Oh, Eric Young has got to somehow get a tag in just to give himself a chance to catch his breath. I don't know that Gail Kim can handle against Robert Roode, but the knee! Yes, from the top rope.
Mid-rope knee drop, pin, far leg hook, 2 count again. We really saw Robert Roode, in my mind, come into his own recently, Don. Think of the 8-man tag this week on Impact. All the big guns, all the big stars from TNA, Robert Roode right in there, not only holding his own, but for stretches of time.
May have been the MVP.
Yeah, for minutes of that match, he was dominant.
Oh, he was. I mean, he showed how he belongs. You're right. I mean, he just completely took over halfway into that match. And we've never argued about his talent. We respected him at Team Canada. But he's just another one of those that is so self-absorbed. Oh!
Corner clothesline, caught the first one. Second time, Eric Young got both hands up to block it. Tag Gail Kim.
Oh, now Gail Kim's got it right where she wants it. Look at that. She takes one shot, and Robert Roode then clotheslines Miss Brooks, and there's another one. Uh-oh. Oh, look at the Hurricane Rana. She snaps off on Robert Roode.
Now, gonna take Miss Brooks up. Side slam.
1, 2. Man, Gail Kim, you look at the size, you think no way. But she took just long, and now, Robert, boy, she just paintbrushed him hard.
Wild shot by Ms. Brooks, doesn't connect. But the kick from Gail Kim, caught her on the side of the head, drops her right down. Gail Kim, big elbow shot that time, forearm shot.
Trying to get her balance right here, and now she goes up to the top, and she's fearless.
Look out, Robert Roode on the way.
Oh, just didn't have enough there.
Power on the Hurricane Rana, and here's the double leg Boston Crab.
Oh, he just throws her down as he sees Eric Young come in, and Eric Young DDTs him right on his head.
EY, DDT. Oh, but from behind, Ms. Brooks, perfectly placed knee, drives him out to the floor. Looks like trouble here for Gail Kim.
Gail Kim just tried once too often there, and Robert Roode was waiting for it, and he just had that superior strength. And she's paid for it ever since, as Miss Brooks now taking her up high, and you can see Gail Kim look a little helpless. She's still dazed, but she's fighting off as she can. Oh, pushes her off.
Went for the suplex. You're right, pushed off by Gail Kim, who goes up top, and from the top floor, she just hit the missile drop kick.
What a shot!
just leveled Miss Brooks. Now you can see she's dragging her in the middle. Wait a minute. Oh, look at that!
Ow! Drop toe hold. Robert Roode crashes down onto his own partner.
One,
Pin.
two. Oh! Gets out of the way again, and now he's got another shot to try to steal it, but oh, he's got her by the hair.
Until this point, Gail King was just one step ahead, and she just cuts up with a jawbreaker.
Unbelievable, she counters, and now the teamwork, the double team, the double drop kick sends Robert Roode out of the ring.
Pin. 3 count.
Got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner is Showtime Eric Young and Gail King.
I think that confidence level gonna rise even further. Eye to eye, that's what we see. Look out, Roode's got the chair. He's popping a cork.
He's mad. Oh, look at this.
There
Now
go the steel steps.
Just tearing it up, and he goes flying in. Oh, you can see referee Earl Hebner getting out of the way. Look at the looks on it. What a teamwork. What teamwork from Gail Kim and Eric Young right there now. Robert Roode looking at Miss Brooks, and you know who he's going to blame.
Yep.
You know who he's going to blame.
Pointing the finger, firmly berating, shoved her. We talked earlier about how he hates to be embarrassed. That's what's happened.
Oh, now, though, he's showing a level of violence you don't want to see. Oh, he's just again pushing her. And Miss Brooks, oh, he's trying to get her out of there.
And that's exactly what's happening. Miss Brooks just cowered and drops down to the floor after that verbal assault. Here comes EY back in.
If he hit, oh, look at this! He just pulled the pants down. He figured he'd humiliate Robert Roode in the middle of the ring.
I've heard of moon over Miami. We just had moon over Orlando.
Look at that. Robert Roode, what embarrassment. Somebody that puts himself at such a high level was brought down to the lowest common denominator.
Just talked about how he hates to be embarrassed. That may be the ultimate embarrassment. We're going to send it to JB with Christian Cage and Christian's Coalition.
I am here with the instant classic Christian Cage, Tomco, and the phenomenal AJ Styles tonight. Instant classic Christian Cage goes one-on-one with the Wildcat Chris Harris. You maintained from the get-go that he's just doing this to make a name for himself at your expense.
Chris Harris, you want to be a star. You want to be big time. Well, tonight, you become big time. Because tonight is the night the champ puts you on the map. It's like this, Chris. You've been here for 5 years. You've been here since the inception of TNA. Scratching, clawing, fighting your way, trying to make it to the top. But the difference between you and I is this. Christian Cage has been on top since the moment that I walked through the door. I'm that damn good. That's how I do it, JB. You see, I got style, I got charisma, I got confidence, all things that you need to become a top star in this business. And Chris, listen real closely. Tonight I'm gonna make you a star. You're gonna become famous, I promise you, more famous than you've ever wanted to be. But the sad reality is that there's only room for one leading man in TNA, and that's the Instant Classic.
Hey, Christian, what about me? I got star quality, don't I?
Yeah, AJ, you do. You have what I like to call potential. You're gonna be a big star. I can feel it. Tomco, you feel it, huh?
I'm learning from the best.
Yeah.
You know what? Are you kidding me? Do you realize we have Abyss and Sting tonight? You even know we have a match?
Yes.
You gotta be kidding me. You have to be kidding me. Okay. Get your head together.
I'm sorry to bust this. Christian, can I talk to you?
Yeah, come on, Kurt. What's going on?
Listen,
I like your belt, by the way. It's nice.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Listen, you and I have a lot in common. You know what it feels like to have people, basically, that are out to get you. Well, my own partner, Joe, is out to get me tonight. So I'm asking, can I borrow your guys to back me up my match tonight?
Borrow my guys.
Just for a few
Oh, okay, I got it. Kurt, you see, we'd really like to help you out, but no can do. You see, we got problems of our own, as you can see right here. So sorry, buddy. You're on your own. Good luck with that. Hey, hope it works out.
Good luck, Kurt.
I'm running out of time. What am I gonna do?
You've been looking for backup all night.
I know I've been looking for backup.
Hey, how are you? Hey, JB, Kurt. I've been collecting donations for the Ebola virus epidemic in Kenya, and I was wondering if you had anything to donate. And you know what, JB? As low as 50 cents can save a child, Kurt.
The what? The Ebola?
The Ebola virus epidemic in Kenya. Kurt, you know of it?
You know what? You need to stop worrying about war causes and start worrying about Kurt Angle. Don't smile at me. Stop smiling!
But I love you, Kurt.
Shut up! I'll tell you what. If I wasn't in TNA, there would be no TNA. And therefore, you wouldn't have a job. So you need to worry about my cause.
Kurt, the old Sanjay would have taken that as a threat of violence, but I love you, Kurt, and I love JB.
He just said he loves me.
And you know what? I'm about unity.
I think you did.
I love you, Kurt. I'm about unity. All the problems that you've been having with Joe and Petite 3D, put them to the side. It's about love and understanding. Loving your fellow man. Kurt, donation? Ebola virus epidemic?
You want a donation?
Yes, please.
Can I see this?
Sure, go ahead.
Let's see. Oh! No. Here. You want a donation? Take this!
Come on, hey.
Oh! I'll tell you what. This is for your donation for your world cause, you stupid bastard! There you go. Here's your donation. On the other hand, I'll take that back.
Anytime you're a young guy in a big company, you're trying to make your mark, trying to get your spot. And so just to get noticed was already the first step. Within the first week or two, the idea of America's Most Wanted was brought up. Neither one of us wanted to be in a tag team, but we all know in the wrestling business that you kind of take whatever opportunity is thrown at you and you run with it. The desire to be a singles wrestler was always part of what I wanted to achieve and accomplish. Back at that time when I had my singles run, I guess I had thought, first off, it was probably one of my best memories in TNA. I have a lot of great memories with America's Most Wanted, but that short single stint that I did, what that did to me with the guys that I was involved with, it gave me back the confidence. It let me know that, hey, I can stand with these guys. I feel like a reason that I can and should be one of the elite in TNA is because I have the heart. Since the day I got into wrestling, you get the door slammed in your face so many times, you get the rug jerked out from underneath you, and if you just pack your bags and go home, then you've quit. And I haven't done that yet. I don't plan on doing that. And at this point in my career, all eyes are looking at me, and I don't plan on failing. My match at Victory Road with Christian is going to be a make it or break it opportunity for me. I have said that in my own mind so many times, especially recently. My matches with Storm, how many times did I hear, well, we're finally going to see, if these guys can hang in their singles careers. And we went out there and we beat the hell out of each other, and it seemed to have gotten some attention. Then, at Slammiversary, I went from a tag team match to the main event, with guys that, some of them I hadn't even been in the ring with. So, again, I told myself then, man, I've been put in this spot for a reason. No, I didn't walk away with the world title, but I walked away with 4 other guys noticing that Chris Harris is around here. So this match coming up at Victory Road with Christian, win, lose, or draw, no matter what the end result of this is, I know that Christian Cage, along with the other wrestling world, they're gonna know that Chris Harris has arrived.
You see, once the champ, always the champ.
Well, I got a quick question for you. Who in the hell is Chris Harris? Who has Chris Harris ever beat to deserve to be in the ring with me?
A champion isn't measured whether he can hang a title belt on a hook like in the King of the Mountain ladder match.
At Victory Road, Chris Harris is gonna be a bona fide superstar just from breathing the same air as the champ.
A true champion is measured by every time he steps in the ring. Talent, guts, charisma, all things it takes to be a champion. And Chris Harris, I haven't forgot about you. I'm gonna make you famous.
Christian Cage steps into the ring with the Wildcat Chris Harris next.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the next match at Victory Road, and it is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Tampa, Florida, by way of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Instant Classic, Christian Cage!
The former TNA World Heavyweight Champion, the Instant Classic Christian Cage, feels like he's a star maker. We've heard that for several weeks, ever since the announcement was made that tonight at Victory Road, he would be squaring off against the Wildcat Chris Harris. I think in the mind of Christian Cage, he feels like the Wildcat Chris Harris has cost him that World Heavyweight Championship on several occasions, initially King of the Mountain back at Slammiversary.
Well, you could just remember that spear off the ladder, and sure enough, Christian Cage was that close, but he feels Chris Harris took it away from him.
And his opponent from Fort Wright, Kentucky, Wildcat Chris Harris!
Mike, today, this guy, you know it. He had the opportunity years ago. He feels it again, Mike. The chance to be a single independent star.
I think he's proved it to a lot of people. We talked about Robert Roode earlier, breaking through that glass ceiling. The ability to prove that he can hang with the big dogs. King of the Mountain, Slammiversary, and my eyes were opened up by the performance of the Wildcat Chris Harris. They got noticed originally, AMW did as a tag team. For years, recognized as the best team in TNA history. But it's time for Chris Harris to break out in singles competition, and I think he belongs with the big guns in TNA.
I mean, you think back to those battles with James Storm and how willing he was to put everything on the line. And I mean, Christian Cage better not assume that he's got that much more talent than the Wildcat Chris Harris, because we know what this guy can do. We've seen him. He's won a lot of gold, a lot of belts, and he feels it's his time right now, and every opportunity he gets, he's looking to shine.
It was a great interview with Chris Harris, wasn't it? Aired recently on Impact. Just played again here to preview the matchup. Make it or break it. In the mind of the Wildcat, this one-on-one matchup, this singles competition against someone, a star, the level of Christian Cage as they lock it up. Collar and elbow. Wildcat gets the early advantage, grabs that side headlock.
You can see Christian fighting it off, trying to get him turned around, but you got to think that Chris Harris might have a little bit of a strength advantage. He definitely has a little bit of a size advantage, but Christian Cage is mentally tough, Mike. He just knows how to get out of the most dire situations.
Hammerlock reversal, the standing switch, and then the side headlock grab by Harris. Quickly shot off into the ropes by Christian. Harris catches him with the shoulder right into his chest.
You can see Christian Cage goes low, then goes high, but he goes right into it again as Chris Harris goes for a quick pin attempt, and Chris Harris already, you can feel the adrenaline going his way, and just getting in there and not running. Look at the look on Christian Cage's face right there.
You see he's getting into his mind. And did you notice the gesture by Chris Harris? I was just this close to beating you already here in the opening minutes of this match.
Oh, and he's going to try to, he play the mind game, and you can see Christian Cage just spit at him right there, and he's going to try to do everything he can to get the mental advantage. And he smacks Christian right there in the face, and now he comes out the left.
Got him in the corner. Knife edge chops, a pair of them right into the chest. Goes a third time as well. That sends Christian reeling out of the corner. But Harris is right on it. Shoots him off again. Back first into the turnbuckle. Doubles him over with the boot to the midsection. Gonna try and take him up for that high vertical. Loves to hold him high in the air here. Let the blood rush to the head. It's exactly what he's doing.
Oh, he can, and sometimes you feel like he can hold it forever. And he just sits there, and the longer he does it, you know, like you said, the blood rush to the head, but it's also sending a message. I can do this all night if I want, and it really makes you feel like it now. Just drops him right down.
Crashes him down with impact. A dazed Christian almost taken out again here. Another near fall, another 2 count by Chris Harris.
Chris Harris gets the total control, Mike, from the start. Look at this. Christian Cage realizes it. He spins out. He decides to get out of the ring and try to, but Wildcat doesn't stop for a second, and why should he? He's got to keep that momentum going, but one kick by Christian Cage in the right spot at the right time to turn it around.
Exchange on the impact zone floor. Oh, man, elevated high overhead. Christian Cage goes back first with that back body drop. No protection there as he came crashing down on the entrance ramp.
No, you could see Christian Cage just bow up. I mean, just caught it so hard on the entrance ramp. But Wildcat Chris Harris just really showing how prepared he is for this match. He knows what it means. If he can come in here and dominate the former world champion, he knows that the next step is they're going to have to give him another title shot at some point. Look at this, Mike. He's just dominating.
Takes him up into the air, powers him down, and another pin attempt here by the Cat. Harris back up to his feet, realizes he's got to take advantage of this situation. He's got the former world's heavyweight champ weakened. He backed up too far into the corner, and that enabled Christian Cage to drop down and try and clutch him against that post.
He's just so smart, isn't he, Mike? He really is. He has such a ring awareness. He knows where he's at all times. He understands that Wildcats had the advantage, but the longer it goes, Christian Cage's confidence level just keeps getting higher and higher.
I think he had a scouting report on Christian Cage. You would almost say it is equal parts mental and physical. From the middle rope, measures and explodes with a European uppercut. Off that middle rope, we'll go right back for a pin attempt on Chris Harris.
Wildcat gets the shoulder up in time, but just kind of corkscrewed off of that. Just give him a little extra oomph when he catches him. And now, Christian Cage going to take every advantage, and one quick kick after another, and there's shots, and now look at him pulling back on that shoulder.
Exposed the ribs, kicked him several times in the rib cage, and then applies the standing abdominal stretch.
Pulling back on the neck, you can see the pain in Wildcat's faces. He's trying to do everything he can to loosen the grip. And he now does it. He reaches through and smacks him in the head and is able to turn it around. But Christian able to just counter it again, and there's another kick to the gut, and he just goes right to his knee.
Boy, just crumbled that time, didn't he, after the kick? Christian takes Harris, tosses him out to the floor. Gonna try and follow up out here. Look out, Don. Got him over here in front of the broadcast position.
Any chance
Sends
he
him reeling with the right, and he's got the steel chair.
Oh, you can see Rudy Charles coming out right away and grabbing the chair. I think he really wants this match. I mean, these two guys, they're so competitive and so good. Rudy Charles is going to do his best, I think, to take control of this match. And wow, he just shot him over those steel steps, and you can just feel the knees catch the steel steps, Mike. Yeah,
you hear it? Oh, and you feel it as well. You see the grimace, the pain on the face of the Instant Classic. Harris knows that he's got Cage weakened. Tosses him back into the ring. Christian goes for the clothesline. Nobody there. Back elbow. Nobody home as well. No contact made either on that leaping lariat.
Goes right for the pin. Just doesn't have enough yet. Chris Harris still strong, but he really is just kind of toying with him. It's amazing how you can watch momentum switch in a match. I mean, the way this thing started out, it was just Chris Harris prepared. Chris Harris is kind of doing whatever he wanted, but Christian Cage just bided his time, saw his opening, and from that point on, but now he might be going a little too far. I mean, look at that. You can just see the look on Wildcat's face. He's getting a little ticked off.
Out of the corner, face first Bulldog. That combination Bulldog face jam just takes him right down to the canvas. Chris back up to his feet first. Here comes Harris back to the offensive.
I think what Christian Cage did was he just got a little too cocky and tried to really get inside the brain a little too much. And you can't let up with a guy like Wildcat Chris Harris. He's too good a physical shape.
Back first into the turnbuckles. Harris moves out of the way, then comes back, left arm lariat, and that time he made contact.
Boy, he did. He hit it perfectly. Just caught him right around the neck, and now you can see Christian Cage looks a little dazed. And Wildcat Chris Harris gets to his feet, and he's going to need this. He's going to need to, but he just doesn't have you can just see he doesn't have it back yet. He just couldn't get there fast enough, and Christian Cage able to hit him in the gut and knock that air out of him again.
You saw the heart of the Wildcat Chris Harris during that interview, and you see how quickly he gets back up to his feet after being tossed out to the floor. He just shoved Christian Cage down. Harris from the top. Cross body block.
1, 2. Oh, he kicks out just in time. Man, that's a lot of weight to hit you from that high. He gets such good extension from the top rope, Mike.
And he hit it from the perfect angle as well, landing with all of his weight right across the chest of the Instant Classic. Double leg takedown, gonna use the ropes for extra leverage, but Harris still has the strength to power out.
What was amazing, though, was Christian Cage for a split second said stop, and he did it in a way where Wildcat hesitated, and that hesitation was all he needed.
Cheap shot out of the corner. Poked Harris right in the eye. He's gonna go with an inverted DDT attempt until it's blocked, and Harris is gonna try and climb up the ropes here. Let's see if he can suplex Christian back into the ring.
Christian fighting and trying to counter in every way that he can. You can see, oh, and he does, and he just breaks it right on the face of Wildcat Chris Harris. This is it. Oh, he gets the shoulder up just in time.
Well, that really was a great counter. Coming back with a front suplex out of the corner when it looked like Chris Harris was going to try and suplex or superplex Christian Cage back first into the ring. Well, look at him circle from behind now, just waiting for that right moment. Double underhook, you know what's next.
The unprettier, and he just couldn't quite land it. Wildcat Chris Harris flips him over, but he lands on his feet, but oh, could it be the catatonic?
Wind him up.
Nope. Do it.
Unprettier again. I'm not sure that either man is weakened sufficiently to fall prey to either the catatonic or the unprettier.
Good point. Both of them just fighting on. Oh, did you see that? Wildcat just did it to Christian Cage. 1, 2. Oh, man.
Almost beat him with his own move. Boy, that would have been something.
And he did it smoothly. I mean, you could see it. He's obviously been watching so many tapes. And he figured out a way to counter Christian when he went for it. He turned it around so smoothly and almost hit him with it.
Christian outside the ring on the apron. Harris stalks him, but as soon as he charges in, the Instant Classic is prepared. Catches him with a knee, right in the face. Slingshots back in, and then he just gets taken down and speared.
1, 2, whoa! Christian Cage able to get the shoulder up again. Wow.
What a series of 2 counts. What a series of near falls in this matchup with both men on the verge of victory several times.
Christian Cage just gut reaction, just instinct. I mean, I thought he had him with that was almost as good as unprettier as we've seen Christian Cage do earlier, and then he speared him, and you can see though, oh, how does he have enough to jump over the top of him, and the momentum carried him right into the ring post.
Leapfrog after he went for the catatonic again. Unprettier this time on the money.
He's got it right here.
This should do it.
1, 2, what?
That's the heart we talked about earlier.
Wow.
He realized this is the make it or break it match, and he's able to avoid the 3 count, and not many people are able to do that after Christian Cage hits his finishing move, the unprettier.
Mike, the way he hit it so smoothly, I thought it was all over. Now you can see Christian Cage frustrated. I think he thought he had it wrapped up right there, and he's pulling the pads off of the turnbuckle to get him exposed, and look at this.
Could it be the catapult?
And
he comes, head first, face first into the exposed steel.
Oh no, the full Nelson slam. Oh, he hit it hard.
Slam, you're right.
1, 2, oh, he got that shoulder up just in time. I mean, a split second.
You can sense the frustrations on the face of the Wildcat. Thought he had him that time, you're right. Christian gonna try and bring a steel chair into play. Thinks better of it. Tried to wait for Harris to come over. Wait a minute, the referee got knocked down, and then the chair does come into play, and he just hit him right across the face.
Well, he did, and he was able to have...
How many times have we seen the frog splash?
He's got it set up. Oh, man, he hit it from a high point. 1, 2, oh, again. Wildcat Chris Harris got his shoulder up again. Wow.
Christian asked earlier, who the...
What? No, what?
I was going to say, who the hell is Chris Harris? Is that Dustin Rhodes?
That sure is. And what
the hell is Dustin Rhodes doing here?
The last time we saw him,
I mean, it's been a couple of years.
Actually, the last time we saw him.
Oh, here's the roll-up. Yeah, he was a tag team partner of Chris Harris, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And James Storm. I mean, that was a couple years ago.
I got distracted there with the pin, but I mean, you're right. He was part of a 6-man tag, and he was their teammate. So, obviously,
look at this.
Chris Harris.
Christian calling for Tomco. Tomco down. He's got, what?
Oh, no, wait a minute. He's got Wildcat rolled up. 2, now.
Dustin Rhodes the whole time was working for Christian, and Tomco able to distract the
I'm
ref.
thinking that truck, we might have a replay. I think we were all surprised by this. We expected Dustin Rhodes to lend support to Chris Harris. Instead, he comes down, he's got something. I don't know what he
The
had.
handcuffs.
Yeah,
He took Wildcat's
what it was.
handcuffs and hit him in the back of the head. Oh, Wildcat Chris Harris said, "You're just not right, Mike."
Let's preview tonight's tag match. Sting and Abyss, Styles and Tomco. Dustin Rhodes?
We're heading down into the bowels of this building. You've been curious about what's going on with Abyss and me, right? You know I never gave up hope on Abyss, right? For some reason I felt indebted to him. You know, for some reason I felt like I could relate to Chris. And you know, he's been hiding behind that mask for a long time, but then again, you know, I've been hiding behind the paint for decades. It's hard for anyone to bear it all. Because Chris has something that he wants to say. He's been hiding behind that mask for a long time, but then again, you know, I've been hiding behind the paint for decades. It's hard for anyone to bear it all.
The Monster Abyss and the Icon Sting join forces to take on AJ Styles and Tomco next.
I'm with the Icon Sting and the 6'8" Monster Abyss. Sting, this vision you had many months ago about this man, the Monster Abyss, is finally coming to fruition tonight. You will team with Abyss to take on Tomco and AJ Styles.
That's right, Jeremy. This tag team took a long time to put together, but you know something? It was worth the tax. It was worth the tables. It was worth the barbed wire. It was worth every ounce of blood that was shed. Why? Because Abyss is now a free man, which means the true fury and wrath of Abyss can be released for the first time. And tonight, you're gonna see the passing of the torch from one veteran to this man right here who's gonna change the face of wrestling for years to come. And Tomco and AJ, history will be made at your expense tonight. Abyss, you got something you wanna say, don't you?
Tomco, Styles, your blood, my hands, tonight, click, doomsday!
Ladies and gentlemen, Victory Road continues with the following tag team contest scheduled for one fall. Introducing team number one, first from Gainesville, Georgia, the phenomenal AJ Styles. His tag team partner from Jacksonville, Florida, Tomco.
Ever since the brutal beatdown several months ago on Impact, Christian Cage, AJ Styles, Tomco, the members of Christian Coalition, where they just decimated the Monster Abyss. To say that the Monsters had his sights set on revenge. Opportunity tonight to gain some against two members of Christian's Coalition in this tag team match.
And their opponents first. He stands 6 feet 8 inches tall and weighs 350 pounds. He is the Monster Abyss.
You know, when I think back of that beatdown that Christian's Coalition did and how they just bloodied him up and left him there in the worst state, it was almost like it was that point that the light bulb went off, and that's when Sting was able to finally get through to him and show him what he was trying to tell him all along, Professor. And that, from that point on, they've been able to see eye to eye.
You're right, if you think of it, the months and months of nurturing on the part of Sting, I think, has finally paid off. Now we have the association of the Monster and the Icon.
And his tag team partner is from Venice Beach, California. Ladies and gentlemen, this is
You know, Sting never once gave up on Abyss, and we saw Abyss do things to Sting that were just unspeakable. And there were times we kept saying, why? What is it you see in this person? I mean, how many times is it gonna take? But you know what? When you really fully believe in somebody, when you really truly see what it is they're about, and that's what Sting did, and he never once let go of that thought. And now, Mike, we're seeing them together, and I don't think we've ever seen Abyss this strong.
Has there ever been anyone with more patience than Sting?
No.
Think of the beatings that he took at the hands of the Monster Abyss, repeatedly, week after week, month after month, but he always believed in the Monster Abyss. And now, to the point where, for the second time, we hear Abyss speak.
Oh, I mean, think how far he's taken him. I mean, he had to find out about his past. He had to go in there, and he had to tear the scab off the wound and break Abyss down to the point where you wondered if it was going too far. But now Abyss is able to grow. He's able to get past these things, and every week we see a little bit more progress with him, Mike.
That close-up camera shot that we just had earlier shows the scars on the arms of the Monster Abyss. Those scars still there from that brutal barbed wire baseball bat beat down at the hands of Christian's Coalition. And you just have to know that every day that goes by, when Abyss looks at his arms and sees those scars, it's that reminder, that remembrance of what Christian's Coalition did to him, and the fact that he's going to get some payback that starts tonight here at Victory Road.
One thing we saw earlier is Tomco is definitely taking this serious. He felt like AJ Styles' mind was somewhere else. And you saw Tomco grab him and get him focused and said, hey, we're going to be up against Abyss, and we're going to be up against Sting, and you know that Abyss has had nothing but revenge on his mind. I'm anxious to see if AJ Styles gets his mind right in this matchup, and right now he's using the speed, I think, to just kind of try to wear Abyss out early.
Think of this tag team, the phenomenal AJ Styles and Tomco. Best of both worlds. Yeah. Incredible ability, agility of AJ Styles. You talked about the speed, quick hit and run type offense, which is what he's going to need to do against Abyss. Doesn't want to try and have a test of strength here or try and overpower him. I'm actually kind of surprised that he's trying to beat him with punches. A couple of shots to the chest not having much impact. But then you've got that big physical presence outside in Tomco. Quite a mix for Christian's Coalition with this tag team.
I mean, Tomco is one of the few people in the world that's not physically intimidated by the Monster Abyss. And you're right, it makes them such a great combination, because one thing about AJ Styles, and boy, he's not having his luck right now against this brick wall, that's for sure. But one thing about him, he is phenomenal, and he can do things that most people only dream of doing. But right now, he's just trying this strength game, and the Monster Abyss, man, he's not having none of it.
Backbreaker drops him down across the knee. We anticipated that Styles would try to go more to an air game. Instead, he goes to a ground game, and for his trouble, he gets just drilled in the back, caught with that backbreaker, among other shots, and as a result, tags into Tomco. We just talked about this earlier. There it is, face-to-face and nose-to-nose with the 6'8", 350-pound Abyss.
Man, I mean, they just eye to eye, and the same height. I mean, Abyss is so strong, but Tomco just not intimidated by anything. He's just one of those that you feel like in the right circumstances could break out if he could get out of Christian's grasp. You never know how far he could go.
We talked about the contrasts in one team. Think of the contrasts on the other side. The experience factor of Sting, a man who's been there in so many high-pressure, high-profile, high-stakes matches through the years. Factor in the power game of the Monster Abyss. These are two different teams, certainly, Don, when you break them down. But both definitely have very, very strong points in putting together that combination.
Sting's now kind of become the teacher, Mike, wouldn't you say? I mean, he's just got so much experience, and he realizes the raw ability and the raw strength of Abyss, and he can figure out a way to harness it. What an incredible tag team this could be.
Sting series of shots, but quickly reversed. Power game on display. Tomco shoots him off back first to the corner. Comes right at him. Sting moves out of the way. Styles stacks up his own partner. Here comes Stinger Splash.
Oh, AJ Styles, wrong place, wrong time there, and he does a Stinger Splash on Tomco with the boot, and got them both late where he wants them, and now he brings in the monster to finish him off. And look at him, he just sends him right into Tomco.
Yeah, uses Abyss as the battering ram. Shoots him into the corner, and then Abyss backs up with all that speed right into the face of Styles. Choke slam upcoming.
He's got a hold of it, but Tomco, he took just a little too long, and the elbows flying by Tomco. But the big boot by Abyss just levels him. 1, 2, AJ just in time.
Styles in to break it up, takes Sting down off the apron, fires off a series of shots to the top of the head of Abyss. AJ, overpowered, sent into the ropes. Wow, tossed up into the air. How'd he land on his feet? And then reels off a pair of right hands and then a third to the top of the head.
I'll tell you what, he's not giving up on those punches, Mike. He just keeps trying them. One shot after the other now. Thought he could maybe pull him over, but he's just too strong. Look at this. Looks like Abyss was going to try to put him in a Styles clash.
No question about that. But taking his time to try and put Styles up in his own move, the Styles clash enables Tomco to come in with the boot, turn things around in favor of his team. The monster taken down to the floor where Tomco catches him in the top of the head. Big punch. Now he's got him by the back of the head. Gonna take him around the side and drape him over the rail.
Just puts him on. How many people, though, can just manhandle Abyss like that when he gets the momentum going? We talked about it earlier. Tomco, one of the few, and he senses it. He feels it. He knows that it's going to be up to him to wear down Abyss, and then maybe that speed and agility of AJ Styles, when everybody's tired and can't keep up with them, it'll be a perfect combination.
Momentum now on the side of Christian's coalition. Series of shots to the top of the head by Tomco. He's got Abyss weakened, and he turns things over to Styles. Styles in, he's the legal man, catches him with the kick. Referee's gonna try and stop this double team. Now Tomco finally gets out. Now it's Styles' opportunity to take it to Abyss.
Well, he got one good kick in there, and now it looks like AJ Styles, who is such an incredible athlete, now has Abyss reeling. Abyss trying to get oxygen. Abyss, but look at this. He's got him over there in the corner where Tomco's pulling back on the neck while the referee's distracted. Sting should know better, and that's why Sting got out of the way so the referee would turn around.
We talked about that experience factor that Sting brings, and that's a great point, Don. The moment that he noticed that he was distracting the referee and that Abyss was on the receiving end of that beatdown, he quickly hopped back out to the apron so the referee could turn his attention to what was going on the far side of the ring. Telegraph with the back body drop, definitely hurt Abyss. Got caught with the kick. What a collision that was. Both men go for the clothesline, both connect, both Tomco and Abyss drop to the mat.
I mean, two giants hit simultaneously, and that's exactly what's going to happen. It's one wall hitting another wall, and there was nowhere for either one of them to go. Tomco gets a quick tag in, and look at AJ, uses Abyss as a step, goes right over, knocks Sting, and now he's got Abyss where he wants him.
Springboards off the back of his opponent to make contact with Sting. Series of shots to the head, but Abyss tosses him overhead. What a back body drop that was. Bad landing for Styles.
Man, he just put him up there so high, and but he gets Sting in. He knows he's got to get Sting in. He knows he's tired, and Sting goes right after both of them. AJ, though, trying to counter it. Look at Sting. Wow. Catches AJ around the neck, face plants him, and does the same thing right there to Tomco. He puts his face to the mat.
Impactful face plant for Tomco. Right hand for Styles. Big shot to the side of the head for Tomco as Sting reels off these rights. Shot after shot for both men. Gonna use the ropes for momentum. Running clothesline, out goes Tomco to the floor.
Unbelievable. He just set him up perfectly. He knew he had him placed, and now Sting can concentrate on AJ Styles as Tomco's outside. Just one shot after another he's got on the top of AJ Styles, you can see there in the background.
Sting effective with the corner mount until AJ was able to slide out underneath him. Abyss has Tomco in his sights. This is 6'8", 350, coming off the middle rope down to the floor. Look, middle rope. AJ! Oh, God! AJ kicked him from behind. And I don't think AJ AJ even realize what he did right there.
No, he didn't realize Tomco was right there in the sights. He just saw Abyss up top and figured he could kick him, and if the momentum would send him down to the concrete, and you can see AJ realizes the damage he's done, but Sting's already got a hold of him.
That time Styles saw Sting coming for running clothesline. Oh, Sting just took AJ, pushed him from behind, and he crashed into both Tomco and Abyss. What's Sting thinking here?
Sting's got him up, and he's up top, and he's eyeing him, waiting for the perfect opportunity as everybody tries to get to their feet. And here he goes! Oh, man, he takes all three of them out. Abyss had to sacrifice his body, but Sting got the job done.
Sensational, high risk, cross body block by Sting. Guys, any way we can see this again?
Here he is, Sting, and he just waited, and wow. Abyss was caught in the middle, but he was able to still get great shots on AJ. Oh man, Sting grabs the chair and just screams Tomco.
Yeah, we were in the midst of the replay. You didn't see that. Now we're back live. Just before we came back, Sting used the steel chair. Now Styles tossed into the ring. Here comes Sting from behind. Gonna take his legs out. Gonna try and go here for the Scorpion, but Styles fights him off. Oh, right into Tomco and right into a vicious kick to the back of the head.
Man, it was perfectly placed. AJ Styles is one of those that can react so quick, and he saw what Sting was. There's a pin. Oh, Sting gets his shoulder up in time. I mean, that was a loud smack to the back of the head. I thought that might be enough to do it.
A weary Sting in trouble. Taken to the far side of the ring. Tomco and Styles gonna go back to the tag team basics of cutting off the ring, but now Tomco's gonna show his power right in front of the face of Abyss. He takes him high overhead and then takes Sting crashing down to the mat and then catches Abyss with a shot outside. Pin attempt, Tomco, near fall for Christian's coalition.
I mean, you saw Tomco there. It looked like he was going to throw him out of the ring, and he stops mid-move and then throws him back. I mean, just an incredible display of power. And now AJ Styles just cranking on the back of the head. Got the chin wrap there and just pulling back, and Sting kind of helpless in the middle.
Rear chin lock applied perfectly by Styles as they continue to both neutralize and beat down Sting. Abyss back up to his feet, extending the big arm into the ring.
Somehow.
Trying to get his partner Sting's attention.
Sting able to get, oh, look at AJ Styles, unreal. Able to get over there. What a drop kick. What a drop kick.
Poetry in motion, isn't it?
Unreal. 1, 2, oh! I thought that was enough right there. I thought that was enough to end it for Sting because he just caught him perfectly dead on with the drop kick.
Tag in, Tomco's legal. Double team up coming, at least momentarily. Tomco with the boot, takes Sting up to his shoulder. Running slam, here's the cover. He's got the leg hook.
2, Sting able to get the shoulder up again. You've got to give Sting credit. Somehow, just enough reflexes to just get the shoulder up in time. You wonder if he just does it on instinct, or he hears the 2 count in the back of his mind, and it's just a natural jerk reaction, Mike.
Another one. Well, Sting barely got the shoulder up that time. You can just see he's so weary. It's been several minutes. Matter of fact, from the time that he hit that cross body block on out to the arena floor, Christian's coalition has turned this thing around, and Sting has taken a brutal beating, many times 2-on-1, many times outnumbered. Abyss needs to get into this match, and it's a serious situation here for the team of Abyss and Sting.
Oh, AJ Styles took a shortcut right there and just raked the eyes. You're right, after that cross body block, it's almost like that took a lot out of Sting.
True.
And now AJ Styles has got him set up top, and you can see Sting just trying to somehow clear the cobwebs from his brain. And look at AJ, but Sting able to hold on the ropes, counter it, and AJ lands.
Perfect counter to the Hurricane Rana. Sting off the top, catches Styles with the clothesline, but you can see that the weary Sting, he's having a hard time getting back up to his feet after coming up with that move. It was a desperation move by Sting. The clothesline, though, it was something that he needed to do. He's got Styles down, but it's imperative that he get Abyss into the battle.
And he's just leaning over, and Abyss has got the hand extended, and Abyss has been tagged. And here comes Tomco as AJ to make the tag, and look at Abyss, just goes one right after the other, and just keeps it going.
Waits for Tomco to get to his feet. Goozle. Now he's got Styles. Gonna try and double choke slam both, but Tomco caught him with the knee. Great clothesline by Abyss on Tomco. Styles tossed up into the air and powered down to the canvas.
Effortless, Mike. I mean, it really is. Watching him, for a big man, he just can do things that people can't do. Here it is.
Choke slam.
1, 2. Oh, I thought that was it.
While Abyss takes it to both Styles and Tomco, this allows...
Pele! He hit him with the Pele again, out of nowhere.
Tomco's gonna try and pick the bones. Sting in to make the save. I was just gonna say this is allowing Sting to catch his wind, to get his energy level back up. But Sting, just as soon as he does that, he's taken back out to the floor by Tomco. Now, Tomco and Sting outside, Styles and Abyss inside.
Oh, AJ tried to spin to get him some extra torque, and he spun right in, and now look at it.
Shock treatment on the way.
Oh, man, it just, the body would look like a rag doll. If he can roll on top of him here, it's over.
Gonna wait till Styles gets back up. Gonna kick the doomsday here, but Tomco now has recovered and sneaks in from behind. Look at that. That's 350 pounds and he just powered down.
2. Oh, Abyss. Just in time. Oh, and look at that. Sting just kicks the leg out from under him. And here he's going to put him in the Scorpion.
There it is. Submission hold applied. Wait a minute. Styles has got the referee distracted. Styles has got Andrew Thomas on the far side of the ring.
Oh, you can see Tomco's tapping out. But referee Andrew Thomas doesn't realize it is in.
Yeah, it's clear to all of us except one person, the referee, the most important man.
AJ Styles springboards off the top. He crashes Abyss into Sting, and that's how he breaks it up. Wow, AJ Styles again, one of those guys you can never, ever.
Should have been a victory here for Sting and Abyss. Out goes Styles to the floor, courtesy of Sting. There it is.
Goal slam. Could it be it? 1, 2. He's done it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, Sting and the Monster Abyss.
The Black Bull Slam, the patented finishing move of the Monster Abyss, enables him and the Icon Sting to gain the victory.
And they did it as a team. I mean, that's just amazing how far Sting has taken the Monster Abyss. And there were times when I thought it was not going to happen, Mike. But when it was all said and done, Abyss caught... Wait a minute, what?
I don't know.
How
What?
touching!
Is that Mitchell?
Sting!
I believe there he is, right on the top of the ramp.
Enjoy your little celebration while you still can, because there are debts to be repaid, and the doomsday clock is ticking.
Debts to be repaid, and the doomsday clock is ticking, says James Mitchell.
Well, we've seen hints that James Mitchell's got somebody on his own to bring back, and obviously he's bringing it back for one reason, Mike, and that's to get revenge on Abyss.
Mike and Don back at ringside, no question about that. Surprising James Mitchell comes back at Victory Road, planting those seeds in the mind of the Monster Abyss. Don, still to come, the match of champions.
I mean, think about it. Every title is on the line in some way. We've talked about it so much, Mike. Somebody tonight's going to walk out of here with 2 championship belts. One person's going to walk out of there with none.
It's Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe as a tag team against Team 3D tonight at Victory Road. Now let's preview our main event, the match of champions.
Machines. Cold. Calculating. No remorse. No regrets.
The match of champions.
Models of efficiency. Instruments of destruction. But nothing so powerful as a well-oiled, finely tuned engine.
In this contest, the TNA World Heavyweight Champion and the X Division Champion will team up against the TNA World Tag Team Champions.
Engineered to achieve a sole objective: perfection.
When a wrestler scores a pinfall, not only does he win the match, but he wins the title of the man that he pins.
I'm not such a bad guy. You do right by me, and I do right by you. You screw me, and I break you.
Failure has not been programmed.
Rather than wasting my time interviewing me over and over again, just play the loop of what I've been saying all along. I told everybody that I was going to win the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, and I did. And I promised you, nobody's going to take this away from me.
A troubled and turbulent future awaits. For this is only the first step towards a higher purpose.
If one of the World Tag Team Champions pins, then the man who pins you will win both the World Tag Team title belts and pick his own partner.
To be the superior. To be the superior. To stand atop the industrial food chain.
Nobody's going to take this away from me. Me and my brother Devon have the opportunity to become not only the X Division champion, but more importantly, the World Heavyweight Champion.
Their fuel is their drive for perfection.
Man, it's just great to be me.
Machines. Cold. Calculating. No remorse. No regrets. Models of efficiency. Instruments of destruction. Engineered to achieve a sole objective. Perfection. Who will walk away with 2 TNA titles? Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle take on Team 3D in the Match of Champions. Next.
Main event time at Victory Road. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, TNA presents the Match of Champions. Yes, it's Team 3D and their World Tag Team titles. It's the Samoan Submission Machine, Samoa Joe and his X Division Championship. And it's also the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle, and his World Heavyweight Championship, all up for grabs. Let's break it down with a tail of the tape. You take a quick look at the raw numbers. You see the size advantage, the experience edge that Team 3D has tonight. Factor in the experience that 3D has as a tag team, big numbers game. First time all 3 TNA championships on the line in one match. It goes down tonight. Nearly a year at each other's throats. It's not even realistic to think that Joe and Angle can put aside their differences, and it may cost them the X Division or the World's title, because you see that final bullet point, pin a champion and win his title belt. It's time for the first ever Match of Champions at Victory Road.
Look out, look out, look out. Look out, look out, look out.
Here they are, the TNA World Tag Team Champions, Team 3D. And Mike, what I thought was interesting was earlier when you heard Devon talk about winning a World Championship. And then Brother Ray say, you know what, I'm going to win the X Division Championship. And then you can see a little friction building between the two. Because when those titles are on the line, the greed, Mike, just kind of seeps out.
Isn't it funny? We thought we'd be centering all of our conversation on the ability of Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle to coexist. Don, you mentioned it just a second ago. We were shocked at the top of tonight's Victory Road broadcast when the World Tag Team Champions, Brother Ray and Brother Devon, Team 3D, showed that yes, greed may be a factor, and it may cost them in this match. Back to his Samoan roots. You see the fire dancers as Samoa Joe, the Samoan Submission Machine, and the reigning X Division champion, makes his way to the six-sided ring.
This is a chance for him here to grab more gold. I mean, if he pins either Brother Ray or Brother Devon, Mike, he automatically becomes TNA Tag Team World Champion along with his X Division belt, and then he can pick a tag team partner of his choice, and then you know who his sights will be on next.
There's no questioning the ability of the Olympic gold medalist.
Hey, guys.
There's also no questioning his ego. Wait a minute. Kurt Angle has come across Martyr and Havoc, 2 members of Serotonin.
I need you guys to back me up in my match tonight. What about it? What?
That's funny, huh? Yeah. I think it's funny. It is kind of funny, isn't it? Yeah. I think it's funny, too. Let me just say this now. I'm going to hang out with you guys, you know?
Again, just looking for some kind of backup, and again they refuse, and every time you think someone will learn to just say yes, just to keep from getting the beat down as Kurt Angle just creams Havoc and Martyr.
Yeah, first it was Jay Lethal, then Sanjay Dutt. Now 2 members of Serotonin feel the wrath of Kurt Angle. What a run it's been as of late for Kurt Angle. He wins the TNA World's title last month at Slammiversary in the King of the Mountain. Then he goes halfway across the world to Japan, and he defeats Brock Lesnar via submission to win the championship of the legendary Antonio Inoki's new promotion in the Orient. Incredible ego, incredible ability, as we said. He's the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle.
As we see him rise out of the tunnel mine coming up the ramp, you know one thing, and Kurt Angle knows one thing. He's not going to have Samoa Joe there to help him in any way. Samoa Joe was trying to take this match seriously so many times, and every time he did, Kurt Angle made him pay. And you could just look at the body language of Samoa Joe, and look at that look in his eyes. Wow, Kurt Angle's on an island.
You see the body language, and Don, you feel the tension here tonight at Victory Road. There you see those championship belts that he proudly and prominently displays. The referees in the ring with all the championship belts. What do you say we send it up to the 6-sided ring? Our broadcast partner, JB's in the ring. Jeremy Borash, center stage for the introduction to the match of champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is the match of champions and is for the TNA World Tag Team Championship, the TNA X Division Championship, and the TNA Heavyweight Championship of the World. And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from Universal Studios, Orlando, Florida, introducing your combatants for the main event. Introducing, first of all, the team standing in the corner to my left. They weighed in this morning at a combined weight of 570 pounds and are the current reigning and defending TNA Tag Team Champions of the World, Brother Ray, Brother Devon, Team 3D. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing their opponents. Standing in the corner to my right, first of all, from the Isle of Samoa. He weighed in this morning at 280 pounds and is the current reigning and defending TNA X Division Champion of the World, the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. And introducing his tag team partner. He weighed in this morning at 235 pounds. From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, he is professional wrestling's only Olympic gold medalist and the current reigning and defending TNA Heavyweight Champion of the World. This is Kurt Angle.
We've laid the groundwork. We've set the stage for the match of champions, and now it's time to see it unfold. History in the making, first time ever in TNA. Every championship belt is on the line.
Mike, the key in this match would be for you to be able to work together, and when the right opportunity comes, one person sacrifices for the other. I mean, it's tough, but if you're going to really try to attain that as a team, that's what you have to do. Already we know Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe are not going to see eye to eye. We saw that from the moment Angle walked into the ring. You saw the disrespect that Joe showed, and you can't blame him for what Angle's done. But we also saw the friction earlier with Team 3D, because when there's a chance for somebody who's been taking care for so long to win a world championship of any sort, you know they're going to want to take that shot. And it's going to be hard to give your partner that opportunity.
If Kurt Angle or Samoa Joe pin one member of Team 3D, then they will win the tag team titles for themselves. They will be able to pick a partner of their own choosing. If a member of Team 3D pins Kurt Angle, then they win the World Championship. If either Brother Ray or Brother Devon defeat Samoa Joe, then they win the X Division Championship.
Samoa Joe right now kind of just stating his presence. You can see Brother Devon, they're just kind of feeling each other out. Just trying to work each in the ring, show a test of strength. Who can take the best punch? They're both just standing up and taking it. They're letting the other one throw it, just to kind of put it out there that whatever you got, I can take it.
Explosive shot by Brother Devon coming off the ropes. Samoa Joe answers with a series of kicks, and Brother Devon goes right back to those right hands. We asked you earlier for your opinion. Text us who you thought would win this match of champions, and you see the final results on your screen. Samoa Joe, yeah, it sounds like Samoa Joe, judging by the crowd reaction, the favorite of the fans here by a couple of percentage points. Samoa Joe as well over Kurt Angle.
That's amazing. You wonder with Kurt Angle and his history, you would think maybe that he would be the top vote getter, but I believe everybody feels that Samoa Joe is just this close to crashing through. And think about what a statement Joe could make tonight if he could pin Brother Ray or Brother Devon and have two belts at once.
Did you notice that? Brought Brother Devon over to their side of the ring, positioned him there, and then extended his hand and tagged in to the Olympic gold medalist, tagged into Angle.
There's going to be so many different strategies that we're going to see here. And you see Brother Devon, and he was so fired up earlier tonight, Mike. I mean, he was excited, Devon. Normally, Brother Ray does all the talking, and Brother Devon, you know, he just gets himself psyched up, but just the thought of him winning a world championship brought up, wow.
So fluid in those motions, isn't he? The deep arm drags on Brother Ray. So quick with the go behind. And then Brother Ray just uses that power. You saw that in the tail of the tape, the weight advantage that he has, as he was able to back Angle up and crash him back first into the corner turnbuckle.
I mean, it's ring presence. That's why all these guys are champions. He knew that Kurt Angle had just done things to him that most people can't, a man the size of Brother Ray, but he had that momentum, he has that weight advantage, and he just crashed him into turnbuckles, and that's all that Brother Ray needed.
Reversal, Angle sends Brother Ray to the ropes, telegraphs the back body drop, Brother Ray catches with the big boot. Clothesline missed, but that suplex certainly didn't. Dropped him on the back of his head. Quick pin. Brother Ray still has strength left as he powers out, but Angle right back on him. He's relentless, extends the arm, tag to Samoa Joe. They are coexisting early on.
Well, you got to realize that they're not going to get a pin unless they're in the ring. So Samoa Joe, as badly as he doesn't want to touch Kurt Angle, he's got to get that tag so he can get in there.
Damn, look at those rapid fire rights. One after the other by Samoa Joe, finally dropping Brother Ray, who gets back to his feet and then rakes the eyes, tags in Brother Devon.
Right now, Brother Ray, Brother Devon working together well. I mean, that's just that experience. That's just that professionalism. Oh, Samoa Joe, off the ropes. What a beautiful kick, and then nails him with the back.
Inverted atomic drop, big kick, senton splash, near fall.
Wow, but Brother Devon got that shoulder up with authority. And look at this, he tags in Kurt Angle. I'm amazed right now at the way they've been able to work together, Mike.
Quick tags, fresh man in, repeated shots, double axe handle blows to the back by Angle. Front face lock now by Angle on Brother Devon. Gonna go suplex here, yeah, takes him over. Right on him for the pin.
Oh, look at that, he just tried to sneak another one. Sometimes you catch somebody asleep there where they feel they've kicked out, Mike, and you can catch one by surprise. But again, they make the tags, and I'm really amazed at the strategy right here. It's almost like they're both trying to outsmart the other, Mike.
You know what? We've been talking about it from the opening bell, Don, but it's pretty apparent, I think, to us and everybody watching at home, what a cohesive unit that Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle have been in this match. Knee drop to the chest by Joe as he takes his 280 pounds up into the air and crashes it down.
1, 2. Just a little nonchalant. I think Samoa Joe knew he didn't have the pin there, but a little nonchalant. I think it's just his way of sending a message, but it's the key to victory. It is the key to victory. They've got to work together. And one of them, though, you've got to wonder if they really feel the pin is going to happen. Is Samoa Joe going to sit there and let Angle take it? Is Angle going to sit there and let Joe take it? You've got to wonder. And the same thing with Brother Ray and Brother Devon, because it's all about the gold in the end.
After those European uppercuts, the cocky, confident world champion struts around the ring, but then he takes Brother Devon up, backdrop suplex, and right back to the cover.
And Kurt Angle tags Joe in again. And Joe, and they keep Brother Devon over there in their corner, and man, it's amazing you watch these two and you think, if they could ever get on the same page, how incredible. And how far could these two go? And look at the double team right there with Brother Ray.
If you think about it, this really is the key to victory for Joe and Angle here at Victory Road. I mean, I said it earlier, I didn't think that they could put those differences that they've had for the past year aside and work as a cohesive unit to coexist together. But we're seeing it unfold right in front of our eyes, and Joe goes back to the rights, and now rights and lefts.
Look at Joe, just one shot after another. Bam, 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 and now he comes right over. It's almost like they're trying to keep themselves fresh, Mike. It's almost like they're keeping themselves fresh. They know if they're out there too long, they get wore out. The other one's going to get in and steal it. Man, they're just doing their damage, making their tags, and getting back out. Wow.
Was working to perfection up until that point when Brother Devon goes back to the power game. Takes Angle up into the...
Look at that. Look at...
I mean, they talked about this earlier, Don. We said that greed might come into play here, and we're seeing that as, amazingly, Brother Ray comes in and pushes Brother Devon off the pin. And now, what was that? He told him to go out, get outside the ring. Angle takes advantage with a right hand shot and turns it over to Joe.
He just felt, I think, that Brother Devon was too close. He didn't want to take that chance. And it's just the selfishness that comes in when the belts are at stake. And look at this. Brother Devon returns the favor. And even the crowd is trying to figure out what are they doing in it. It's like we said, you're going to have to sacrifice for one of your teammates at one point. And Team 3D, they both won those titles so bad they can't work together.
We're seeing the greed as both members of Team 3D so selfish here. Don, for 4 weeks, we talked about Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle coexisting, never expecting it to be Team 3D. Brother Ray shoves Devon down, and he slaps him repeatedly, paintbrushes him.
And you got to wonder, Samoa Joe in that ring and Kurt Angle on the ring apron, what are they thinking? I mean, they're looking at the whole world thought it was going to be Angle and Joe that were going to be having these problems. And now it's, well, look at this, Brother Ray walking up the ramp.
Devon dropped with a right-hand shot by the Samoan submission machine. As Brother Ray looks on from the ramp, Joe's going to try and suplex him over. Brother Ray slides in, a low blow from behind. Cheap shot.
Oh, man, they were setting him up, baby, the whole time. And you saw Devon take a shot on Kurt Angle. Wow, that's the teamwork you expected from 3D. And I'll tell you what, they played mind games with us. They played mind games with everybody here in the Impact Zone. They couldn't even believe them. Look at that. There it is. There's the solidarity. They've been together too long, but Mike, I thought the greed had infested itself inside of them.
We fell into the trap. Team 3D, I think, shocked everyone here, surprised us all. Yeah, there you go, Brother Devon pointing to his hand. Bottom line, they outsmarted us, and I think they outsmarted Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle, at least at that point, and now they're in the driver's seat in this match.
Now, there's no doubt in my mind that they'll do whatever it takes to help the other one get the pin. It's just when you've been a family for that long, you've been together for that long, and look at there. Brother Ray tags in Brother Devon. Neither one of them, it's whatever they can do to win. That's the key to victory, is working together, and they just showed it. They had to give us a lesson in doing it, but they just showed it. Nice elbow.
Airborne, off the ropes, drops the elbow, but a nonchalant cover will not enable him to get the 3 count on Samoa Joe. And in essence, at that point, Brother Devon would have won the X Division title if he would have been able to maintain that cover. To the corner now, Joe in trouble. His throat, his neck, right across that steel cable, and now from outside, the 300-poundish Brother Ray putting all of his weight right across the back of the head of Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe still reeling from that low blow, too, that Brother Ray gave him. I mean, he hit it perfectly. So, I mean, it's just one of those things that just, the flash of pain is unbelievable when you talk to somebody who has that. Now working together, you saw him apply the pressure, pulling the rope up, and now Brother Devon doing it. Samoa Joe can't get air. He can't get oxygen. And I mean, they just working on the neck. One neck shot after the other. Look at Joe, he just crumples to the mat. And look at the teamwork now from Team 3D.
Totally dominant in this matchup, taking away the air, the wind of the Samoan submission machine. In control against Samoa Joe. Team 3D looking not only to keep those World Tag Team titles, but also win either the X Division belt of Joe or the World's title of Angle.
You can see Kurt Angle getting antsy. He knows the longer Joe's out there with this double team working on him, the chance of him getting pinned. He knows he's got to be quick to break it up if he feels it's going to be that close, because there's nothing more that he wants than to be walking out of here with 4 belts when you can see the 2 championship belts he already has.
Brother Ray follows up the neck breaker by taking Joe down to the canvas, putting his arm in. Referee Earl Hebner's got to watch this to see if it's a choke, and I think Earl feels like it is, as he had his arm directly across the windpipe of Joe. Another nonchalant cover from 3D. First time Devon. Now Ray enables Joe to kick out before the 3 count. But you notice that they go back to the basics, cutting off the ring, keeping Joe on their side, keeping him in their corner, and it's right hand after right hand from Devon.
I mean, Brother Devon, we always talk about the size of Brother Ray. Brother Devon's just as big as Samoa Joe. But look at Joe, just kind of ping-ponging back and forth between the two, but just not enough in the tank as Brother Devon catches them again. And he's, again, like you said, Mike, he's over there in their corner. And right now, there's nothing he would like more than to tag Kurt Angle right here. There's nothing he would like better than to get out of that ring.
Angle looks on. Joe fired across into the corner. Last split second, he gets the boot up, and the on-charging Brother Devon is caught. Back elbow as Devon comes in again. Joe, great knee that time, coming off the middle rope, caught him right in the side of the head.
I mean, the way he came off the ropes here, I don't know if it was just he saw Devon shift to the left, so he went with the knee, but either way, he adjusted in midair, and he cracked him right in the head with that knee. And now you can see Angle leaning out. He knows Joe has a chance, but look at Brother Ray. Just sends Kurt Angle out to the concrete, and look at this. Joe thought he went to tag, and he thought it was Kurt Angle, and Brother Ray was waiting on him. Wow.
They've outsmarted us again, Don, and outsmarted their opponents here. Angle taken out right on the concrete in front of the broadcast position. Joe in trouble, just when it looked like he was finally going to be able to get a fresh Kurt Angle in. 3D continues this assault. Pin attempt, another 2 count.
You know, people were thinking it was going to be Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle, but really common sense tells you, Team 3D working together, cohesive like they are, unselfish like they are. I mean, think about all the, 16, 17, 18 championships they've held. And now they have a chance to make a statement. One of them right here might become X Division champion.
Or World's Heavyweight champion, depending on who they pin, but you're right. It looks like with the condition that Samoa Joe is, they're closer to winning the X Division gold. Back up to the vertical base. Samoa Joe going to try and mount some kind of a comeback and offense, Harry, but just as soon as he catches him with a couple of shots, Brother Devon, this time, it's like he's raking the eyes. It's exactly what he's doing. Very difficult for Samoa Joe. Have your wind taken away, then at the same time, have your vision impaired by Team 3D. Double team attempt by Brother Ray and Brother Devon.
And every time it seems like Samoa Joe's making some headway, they're just sending the fresh man in. But Joe able to get out of the way in time, and then he goes right across the ring and catches Brother Ray because Devon's body shielded him. And now you see Kurt Angle leading up, and this is a risky move, but I still think Joe's got to make the tag to get his breath, and he does.
Here comes Angle. Right hand for Devon. Brother Ray decked with another right. Series of shots here. The world's champ on fire. Goes for the clotheslines now. Here goes Brother Devon for the ride.
Oh, he sends him up. Oh, and Brother Devon hits hard. Goes right at Brother Ray. And oh, look at this. Kurt Angle's had so much time over there. Even though Devon and Ray were in control, they were getting tired. You see the German suplex by Kurt Angle. He's so fresh.
Yeah, these are belly-to-belly suplexes is what they are. First one for Devon, then one for Ray. Straps her down.
He takes him up. Oh, he was trying to get him in the Olympic slam. Brother Devon able to counter him, and now Brother Ray slams him down.
You're right, Devon saved Ray that time, and we know what this is all about. Team 3D gonna try and split the uprights. I don't think Samoa Joe's gonna allow it to happen. Brother Devon crouched up on that top rope.
Oh, you can see the pain, but if Samoa Joe tries to get back into the ring. Oh, look at how quick Kurt Angle gets there. Wow.
What a suplex!
One,
Tossed him
two. Oh, what a shot by Ray on the head of Kurt Angle to break it up.
3D just saved their World Tag Team titles that time. Power slam on the 300-pounder.
1, 2. Oh, just in time he kicks out. Look at you see now, it's just all hell's broken loose in the ring as Angle trying to get a quick pin, and Brother Devon barely.
Great German suplex. Now, this great teamwork from Joe and Angle. Sees the cover by Joe. No! They've done everything except get that 3 count. There goes Brother Devon out. Slammed down by Angle.
It's almost like it's a race. Who can get the pin first at this point? Both of them feel like they've got a chance to look at Kurt Angle. He goes up high. Oh, perfectly placement.
Angle moonsault.
1, 2. Whoa, Ray just in time, and you can feel that slap all the way through the building.
Boy, Kurt Angle almost had possession of the TNA World Tag Team Championship belts that time, but again, Brother Ray was there to make the save. We talked about it from the start, from the tail of the tape. The experience that 3D has as a team, and Don, even though Angle and Joe have been an incredible combination here, it looks like that teamwork may pay off for 3D.
Oh, the competition between Joe and Angle to try to get the pin first was so incredible to watch, but like you said, when it's all said and done, look who's standing in the ring. And look who's trying to get to their feet. Oh, but again, they posed, took too long, and Joe and Angle kind of played possum, and both of them got him in the ankle lock.
Yeah, just when Brother Ray said get the tables, they were showboating. Angle and Joe pop up, and you're right, mid-ring ankle locks applied. Are they gonna tap?
And who's gonna tap first if they do? I mean, think about it, who can reach it in hard enough? Oh, this is unreal, keep your eye on it. And both of them, look at this though. Brother Ray able to spin it around and get Kurt Angle off him, but Joe still got it cinched.
Oh! What a collision that was. And you see by Angle's reaction that he didn't mean to do that.
And look at there's the combination 3D. And they've got him. All they gotta do is get the pin, and Brother Devon.
Devon's gonna be world's champ.
1, 2. Oh, what in the world? Who is that?
That's Rick Steiner.
Rick Steiner just pulled the referee out of the ring and kept Devon from winning the world championship.
The dog-faced gremlin, Rick Steiner, pulls referee Earl Hebner out to the floor just as he was gonna count 3.
Oh, you know he's been waiting in the wings to screw him up, and look at this. Brother Devon just so furious. He can't help but go after Rick Steiner. And wait a minute, in the center of the ring, can you believe it? It's Big Papa Pumpity Cream, Brother Ray.
Scott Steiner with the lead pipe just knocked him out.
Joe's got him pinned.
If Earl Hebner turns around, count.
1, 2. Oh,
no.
Kurt Angle.
That time Angle cost his own partner.
I knew it would come down to it. He knew he had to. And now Kurt Angle goes right after Samoa Joe. Here's his shot. He's got Brother Ray reeling. Here he goes.
Olympic slam attempt. And Samoa Joe clipped him from behind.
1, 2. Joe just did it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, still X Division champion and new TNA World Tag Team champion, the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe.
We all thought Scott Steiner was on the disabled list after the injury in Puerto Rico, but he comes back to influence this match, and Samoa Joe not only keeps his X Division title, but also Samoa Joe now has possession of the TNA World Tag Team Championship belt.
And look at him holding all 3 belts, and I love the way he did it. The same way Kurt Angle took him out of a match just recently. He undercut Kurt Angle and was able to get the pin, and Samoa Joe played it so smart. Kurt Angle always thought he had it all figured out, and
Samoa Joe waited for that one moment. We knew when it came down to the end, they couldn't work together, and you can't blame them when it's at stake. And Samoa Joe now got the last laugh. Look at all that gold in his hands.
And notice Samoa Joe, the eye contact with the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle as we take another look. Olympic slam, but clip cut from behind by Samoa Joe.
1, 2, 3. Wow. Samoa Joe, I see how quickly he went and took that leg out from Angle. He knew he had one shot to do it. But how about the Steiners, Mike, coming in and doing that to 3D?
And do it, Samoa Joe did. This historic night sees Samoa Joe win the match of champions at Victory Road.
This has been a presentation of TNA Entertainment.